time of day, whatever time of day it is for you. And there goes the Greek. And guess who else we have here? MellaFella Crypto.
What's up?
How about that? How much time do you have with us?
What's that?
I have about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. And MellaFella Crypto, are we on your channel too?
I believe we are. I'm checking now to confirm, but I think we are.
Yes.
Okay, great. So then the new thing works, Greek.
It works good.
Yeah.
I'm happy it works. It's good to know.
MellaFella was coming on his channel in a half an hour, but I had to reschedule because of my job today. Half marathon in New York, coming out of Brooklyn, and then a shooting, and then this, that, and the other. So I was just like, oh. And then I realized Greek told me, MellaFella, that you guys are going on almost at the same time. I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that to them. So let's just go on together. And so there you go. Now you're on your channel.
Hanging out. It's all good.
Yeah. Did you guys see this today? Reason why I named this the $1 million in 90 days. Have you guys heard about this?
No, but I'll be happy if that happens.
Well, let me look it up on Google because I kind of remember the guy's name. 90 Bitcoin. There it is.
Can you hear the background noise? Because my grandma's making noise. There's nothing I can do to stop her.
No, I can't really hear it that much.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's not too crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's really anything because I don't hear anything. Do you hear it, MellaFella?
No, I don't hear anything at all.
Okay,
good. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just turning up my volume because it always turns itself down. I don't get it. Well, let me show you guys this. This was funny. I saw it today. Hit the different people on Twitter talking about it, and this is what I'm talking about. This guy right here, former Coinbase CTO, makes $2 million bet on Bitcoin's performance, and his name is Balaji. And let me see if I can just type in tweet, because then I want to bring in the actual tweet that this happened. He bet one Bitcoin, and somebody took him up on it. It was like somebody else, another executive, that if it gets to they have to give him his Bitcoin, their Bitcoin, or he'll give them $1 million. If in 90 days, that's how confident he is, Greek, that he's going to give somebody $1 million for their Bitcoin if it does not hit 1 million in 90 days. Okay, that's what this is all about.
That's pretty bold on his part.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, he's just that confident. But I'm trying to see if I can find the tweet. Let me see, Balaji. Here's his Twitter. Can you guys see this? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. It is
this guy
one
tweets
of
a ton.
I'm sorry. Say that again, Greek.
He tweets a ton.
Yeah. No, it's like a bunch of retweets too. Like if it says retweeted, I'm just scrolling right past it because it's like all these are retweets right here. That's not it. I would have gotten this ready, guys, but I as you know, I was running and gunning. I was trying to get here to get on time. I was getting ready during the countdown. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way it was. So
nothing new for you. You always get ready during the countdown.
That happens a lot. Yeah, it does happen a lot. I don't see it though, but it's maybe if I Google it again. Velocity Bitcoin, because it was something else. Am I understanding this correctly? Here, okay, here it is. Let me go to this one instead because I shared the other one that I was on already, but then I found it on another screen. And you know how it is, Greek. You have to share that tab.
Yeah, I hate that. I wish it would just follow your screen at all times.
Well, you can. It's just like if you do entire screen like this, then it works. So This is it. I will take that bet. This is the guy that's taking the bet based on I will take that bet. You buy 1 Bitcoin, I will send 1 million USD. This is 40 to 1 odds. That's like the greatest odds ever to win $1 million, by the way. All right. 40 to 1 odds as Bitcoin is worth 26,000. So the term is 90 days. All we want is mutually agreed custodian who will still be there to settle this in the event of a digital dollar devaluation. If someone knows how to do this with a smart contract, we can do it on chain. So I can send the USDC. If you won't do that, name a custodian. And this is to let me see if I can go back to this thread though. I know this was that guy that said, "Am I understanding this correctly?" I thought that by clicking on this, it would take me right there, but maybe it's this one. The bottom line, though, guys, is that this guy made a bet. You can find it if you want. If I find it during the show, I'll show you. I'll show you guys. This guy made a bet. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. This guy made a bet that Bitcoin goes up to $1 million. I want your thoughts on this because I think that is, first of all, it's extremely bullish for the entire space, right? I mean, like, if that were to happen, that would be crazy. I mean, like, in 90 days, I thought it was going to go to 100,000 by this time next year. Now he's talking about 100. Like, that means that this thing's going to go nuts. That thing's going around. It's getting a lot of press. Okay, so that means that there's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, I got to get my Bitcoin now. Because if it does, like, I'm going to be screwed, right? Like, I'm going to miss out on that.
Yeah, I think the best thing is what this means for Vulcan if Bitcoin were to do that. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
Everything follows Bitcoin, the whole market. So everybody would start losing. All the alts would start pumping. Everything would start pumping. All of us early in Vulcan would be dancing up a storm. So for those of you who don't have Bitcoin, being like, why do I care if Bitcoin goes up? You know, it matters. It matters.
So Daniel,
Here it is, guys. Here it is. This is the guy. It's James Medlock. He's the one who made the bet. I'll show you. And then Balaji took the bet. Balaji took the bet. I'm sorry, Mella. I know you were about to talk, but this is the guy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. I was wondering, do you know what drove the bet?
I was trying to find that, but because I know that he took it, but like, this is it. I'll bet anyone $1 million that the U.S. does not enter hyperinflation. And then his response was down here because they went back and forth. Mm-hmm. Did you find it? If you want to share your screen, probably if you know the trail better than me.
No, I don't. No,
okay.
I'm seeing this.
Okay, this is the first time you're seeing it. All right. So I'm trying to find Balaji and his response to him.
Oh, and Daniel, just so you know, I added my channel. It works great. This new feature.
You're on your channel now too?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I just wanted to test it out. Just letting you know.
Keep it on your channel though. That's fine. We're all on together. That's really cool. Like, how does it work though? Like, what do? You just
Well, because my channel's part of your team, it's easier for me. But for anybody else, they can just go in settings and add their channel. So I was just able to do it. I thought it would ruin the stream. So I've done every time I join you, I never add my channel because I think it's going to mess up the stream. So I'm like, well, We're early in the show. So if it messes up the stream, we can just restart it.
Yeah.
And no, it went through flawlessly. So I didn't know that. Now I know.
Okay, this is it right here. So Jack is right, and hyperinflation is happening now. Buy Bitcoin, get your coins off exchanges. He's talking about when you buy your coins, everybody, you don't want to ever leave them on the exchange. You can buy them off the exchange, but then you want to take them and put them onto an on-chain wallet, right? Right, Greek and MellaFella.
Yeah, I buy on Coinbase. They sit on there for 2 minutes, maybe whatever it takes me to transact, and then they're off there.
So this is where it stems from, and then Balaji took the bet, and now we're on for this to happen, and now we're gonna see what happens in the next 90 days. How exciting is this, everybody? And look at this, everybody! Just Talking is here. Boom! What's up, brother?
Nice.
A full star-studded cast today.
Boom.
I need to go buy me some Bitcoins now.
I know, Just. Did you hear what I was just talking about? My goodness,
Yeah.
bro! Isn't that crazy? In 90 days from now, what if it's actually like? What if it's halfway to a million, bro?
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
that's life changing for real. If it's
Definitely.
halfway to a million within 90 days.
Well, I mean, there's so much going on in the financial space with all these banks, and then the inflation, and the government, and them trying to attack crypto. And crypto's beating their ass right now, bro. I'm talking like Bitcoin last week when this all went down. Bitcoin shined like a bright star, didn't it, last week?
It did.
Oh yeah.
And it's still shining. It's at what, 27,000 right now?
It's at 28,000.
28. Oh,
Yeah, it's like crazy, bro.
I'm so glad I finally decided I was gonna get some Bitcoin at 21K. I
Yeah.
finally pulled the trigger. I've been saying I was gonna put like $125 a week, just small amounts, just build up my bag in it. And I've always ended up putting it in some other BSC gem.
Yeah.
Gem being the key operative word.
And didn't you buy more Greek, what, yesterday or 2 days ago? You went and bought
Yeah,
more, right?
Thursday's Bitcoin day.
Yeah,
So
that's his new thing.
That's my new thing. I buy Bitcoin every Thursday. I don't care what the price is. I'm just gonna do it.
Woo.
Obviously, if it wants to dip on Thursday and then go back up on Friday to where it was
That's
before
fine.
Thursday, I'm okay with
Yeah.
it.
Yep. DCA is the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not looking at Bitcoin price anymore. It's just every Thursday is Bitcoin day for me.
And that thing made this pump today, though. This tweet, I'm telling you, it was already going to pump anyway, but this went up $1,000 today.
No,
It's
I
not
really think
$1,106 today. $1,106.
What
Yep.
does that guy
Prado's
know?
light mode thumbnail is what made it pump. Everybody loves the light mode thumbnail. You know? They're like, oh my God.
You know what that's a picture of? The clear blue sky, brother. That's right.
Is this guy James on Twitter? Is he trying to pull like an AMC or what are you trying?
I'm wondering,
what is he
like,
trying to do? You know what I'm
intel
talking
is
about?
it?
Just pump it and see where it go and get all.
No,
the
these are
retweets.
two
Really
former. These are two former. This guy, I think James Medlock, is also a former. Let me see. I thought he worked at Coinbase also. The other guy, the guy that took the bet, he used to work at Coinbase.
So he knows something.
Right.
He sees something. He's reading the charts.
He's reading the market as well, like just like the what what's going on with the government and the world and the banks. I mean, it was half like one of the banks didn't even need to be seized, by the way. It was they were fine, but for some reason they got taken out, and the reason why was because they were hits. Really, a lot of it had to do with crypto. They're both crypto big banks, and so that's the reason why they ended up going down mostly. Now the one bank had a lot of debt because they bought into those investments that ended up declining because of the amount of interest that the Fed keeps on hiking, and it made them lose value. So when people started coming in to take their money out, they had to sell those, and they didn't have the money for people to get their cash out. And so now they actually had a bit of a problem. But the other one in New York, they didn't have any problem. That's what everyone is saying. They were like, I don't know why they got taken out. Isn't that weird? But they're crypto friendly though, both of them. So that's the reason why they do a lot of crypto business, and now all of a sudden they're down. Come on, bro. Like, we know what's going on here.
Yeah, I think Fowler was saying in one of his lives last week that the government is gearing up for CBDCs. And this may be one of those plays, right? Go attack the banks. So, they're attacking crypto, obviously, right? But they may be making way for these CBDCs to come through.
Could very well be.
That is something that's true, right? Go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is what a lot of people do. The governments attack it. Then all of a sudden things change, it starts pumping, and then guess what? The government's the best friend. It's like they're manipulating the market for their own gains. Hate to say it, but it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Especially with China over there. Crypto's the worst, and then all of a sudden we enter a bear run, and then they lessen their stance, and then all of a sudden we go on the bull run. Who do you think's making all the money off of this? And then all of a sudden, oh, we made enough money now. Let's say it's bad again.
Tart Madman comes in with a super chat, very bearish on this idea. Bitcoin has as much of a chance as being $1 million in 90 days as Vulcan has of being 1 cent on day one of mainnet. He does not think at all that this is going to happen, despite a $1,000 gain today, just today alone.
I mean, 90 days, man. I mean, look, that's $1 million. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It is a tall task.
Yeah.
But never say never in crypto. I've learned to say that. But, you know, $1 million is a tall ask. There's a lot of people who will be taking a lot of money if it gets anywhere close.
Well, I think the reason why is, and this is just like, you know, this is what I've been hearing. I've been looking this stuff up and listening to different videos and everything else. I think the reason why he thinks that's going to happen is because of all the other banks that are going to go down now.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they're going to go down is because Janet Yellen just the other day, I think it was yesterday, she was asked point blank, like, are you going to do this for every bank? And she was like, no. So then the question then, of course, was, okay, so then that means that if you're not a big bank and you're just a small bank, and then people go run to those banks to get their money out because they want to put it in the big banks that you are going to back up and put a backstop on. So that means that they're screwed. She's like, well, if you're not, you know, if you're not one of the ones, you know, like, then we're not going to be able to do it for you. No. So what does that mean? That means everybody's going to go to the bank and get the out of there and put it in the big banks that are backstopped. So that's coming, which means all those banks are going to go down. And what do you think all those people are going to do? They're going to be like, this thing called Bitcoin is supposed to protect me from this. I'm buying it. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. And that's going to pump this thing like crazy. Watch what happens on Monday.
Watch what happens on Monday. A bunch of banks going down, then yes, there's a outside possibility of it. Mm-hmm. But you need mass chaos in the world.
Yeah. And of course, the banks don't hold the money. They always loan it out to people. So if people need to get money out, Bitcoin would be the fastest way to say, hey, here's X amount of Bitcoins for you to use to purchase and stuff. So, I mean, I can see it leaning towards that, you know, but it's got to be insane type of banks going out or something.
And that's the reason why I think he made that bet, because he was like, yeah, I'll take that bet. Because he thinks that they are going to go down, and the other guy was like, yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. It would take the government coming in and saying, okay, all right, we'll backstop every single bank, and they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. So, you know, she made it clear the other day. Most terrifying words: I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
That is scary.
Chris Cruz agrees with that.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
What's up, Chris? How are you feeling?
Yeah, what's going on, Chris? I'd like to know what Chris's thoughts are on Bitcoin reaching $1 million in 90 days. Mm-hmm. He and Kryptonian.
Yeah, they're both bag holders.
No doubt.
Well, those guys can come on. Chris, if you want to come on here, and Kryptonian has the keys to the castle already. Mm-hmm. Chris Cruz, you can come on, brother. Let me just put the invite in the chat here. For anybody that wants to drop in, unless you're a dick, you're going to be gone right away. There goes the link, Chris Cruz, and bring your whiskey. It's all everything's welcome. Or was that brandy, Greek? What was that the other night?
I don't know. It was something good.
I think it was
something good because he was feeling nice.
Yeah, you can blame the 8 Ball because the 8 Ball said he wouldn't finish it. There was a 1% chance he'd finish it. So he was like, screw you, 8 Ball, I'm finishing this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Fowler, too, you can come on if you're in there. I don't know who else is drinking. Confirmant can't come on. I already asked him because I'm going to play a video for everybody that I want you all to go to Confirmant's channel for. but we're going to play some of it here on the channel here so that you guys
Amazing
can get an
video.
idea of what he did over there. And it clears up a lot of questions, right? You know, just a lot of people think that, you know, this is just something that they sprung on us, right? Like they don't know that this happens all the time.
Exactly.
It does. And a question I posed today, and I don't know why I just thought of this, is like, let's say you had a business and you had early adopters in your business and they were all 6x their money. How would you treat your business? Would you want to go to a vesting schedule to protect yourself, or would you leave it up to those investors' hands with the fate of your business? And that's a question I posed today. And I'm interested to see some people's answers because, like, for anybody who's against vesting, how would you treat it as if this was your business?
Yeah,
it's way different. I know a lot of them would have the different tune.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting question, and I'm just interested in responses. I should have asked, like, whenever people were against vesting, that's a question we should ask them. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, it still can be asked if there's anybody in the chat that still is against this. Would you, if it was your business and you had stockholders out there that you gave stock to at a super duper discount, like in our case, we're 1/6 of what the price is that it's being released at, right? So you know, it's we're making 6 times the amount of money just on the drop. Like that's it. So we got to, you know, I'm glad they did this because it's going to help out the liquidity pool, and therefore it's going to help everybody else. Let me go to Tartan Madman again before I get you, Chris, to give me your opinion on this. But he says, I do believe that Bitcoin will hit over 30,000 very soon due to the collapse of several small banks in the coming weeks. And the Twitter bet on Bitcoin. Well, the Twitter bet on Bitcoin it was made, I think, because of all the banks, and that's not going to be just over 30,000, bro. It's not. It's like with what's about to happen come Monday. I think it's going to be another Black Monday, and all these banks are going to go. All these people are going to go running to the bank, and they're going to try to get their money out. And one of the first places, if not the place, most people are going to go to is Bitcoin, right, Chris? Or do you not agree with this?
I think the smart money is in Bitcoin. For the simple fact that, I mean, unless you're big into gold, I've always been a big fan of gold, and I've always been a big fan of Bitcoin. But you can buy into Bitcoin, take it off a central exchange, hold it in your wallet, ride out any kind of bank issues or anything like that over the next year or two. Slowly, whatever you would need, you could sell off and pay your bills, but only keep anything in a central exchange that you're going to use. I don't think that Bitcoin is going to be at $1 million in 90 days, but I do see Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin going up for decades. I don't see any. I mean, the halving is really important, but at the same time, I believe that there will be a bull run before the halving. I think we're getting into it now. A lot of things, but the banks are really doing us a favor for Bitcoin right now, because people are sitting back saying, okay, how am I going to protect my assets? And a lot of people are coming up with, okay, I don't know much about crypto. I don't know much about Bitcoin, but there's a bunch of Bitcoin. There's a bunch of cryptocurrencies out there that you can invest in, but a lot of them are like, look, I'm just going to go with the number one. I'm going to hold it for a while. I'm going to get past all this bank stuff and move on. But when they get in there and they start realizing that the halving's coming up in March of next year, this time next year.
Yeah, it's either March or April.
Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be a huge, Bitcoin is just not going to skyrocket after the halving. I mean, it's really just, you're getting less Bitcoin, every 10 minutes or so. So instead of you being able to mine 8, they'll be able to mine like 3 or 4. So there will be a rise in Bitcoin, I think. But I think that by summer this year, it will be just moving up, and it will continue that for at least the next couple of years, where it kind of cools off. But because I think that a lot of these people that are concerned about their banks are going to take their time and start focusing on what crypto is and Bitcoin. They're going to be really happy about it which in turn is my personal, not financial advice, but my personal feeling, which will catapult Vulcan to be better than Bitcoin. Now, it might not be on the list for volume and everything like that, because Bitcoin will always probably be number one, but Vulcan will be right there because people are going to think they're going to put their money in Bitcoin and they're going to say, okay, I got past the bank stuff. I got past all this political stuff, all these different things. My assets are safe. I feel better. Then they're going to realize, when they realize that they can make money off Bitcoin when Bitcoin price goes up, they're going to be excited about that. But when they realize that Vulcan, they will be able to make money off Vulcan by volume. They won't have to worry about price. They won't have to worry about, I mean, you want the price to be good, but their basic everyday paying my bills is going to come from the volume. And when people realize that Vulcan is about volume, that's when Vulcan will be, I feel, the number one blockchain.
Cat Morris says, next thing is that rocket fuel tickets now available to the moon. Let's go. Because that's exactly right. It could go down to $1 and your flex is not affected.
Right.
Isn't that the best thing in the world?
Yeah, and
this is the greatest part.
I think that people miss out on this, and I think like blockchain Poodles, he is really evolved into this thinking, and I'm so happy and proud of his video he put out. But when people start,
I'm happy about it too. He sees it now. He's starting to see it at least.
But if people step back in Vulcan in the community and basically say, "Oh, this is about volume. It's not about price. It's not about anything else." If people sell, they sell. If they buy and they hold. But when people are sitting in Bitcoin months from now, and they're thinking, "Oh, my money's not moving much or anything like that. Is there other cryptos out there? Oh, there's this one that the price seems to be stable, going up and down here and there, but constantly moving, up. But I can really make money off of the volume and my flex every day. But my original bag can just sit there." Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. And sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, no, I don't care about price. I don't care about price. But I said the other night, I probably had a little bit too much to drink or whatever, but
oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
The other night, someone said something about Daniel saying that the price be $1,000 by Christmas. And I'm like, Daniel might be right. But what I see is I'll be a multimillionaire by the time the price is $1,000. I without selling one of my Vulcan at all, because of the flex and the power pole.
Oh yeah, without selling anything. That's right. And I'm with you as well. And I have a third of what you have, or just over a third of what you have. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there you go, the $5,000 bottle, bro.
Yeah. And I'm with you, Prado, as well. But I have a third of what you had. Third.
Chris Cruz touched on volume, and Leon, that link to that article I sent you, that's what I was getting at, right? So there were 5 blockchains in that article, and the average volume, I think like 3 of them were started within the last 2 or 3 years or so. If you pay attention to that article, the average daily volume for those 3 blockchains were coming in right at or about 400 million a day.
I was thinking like 300, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so think about that. And these are blockchains that, they have their place, right? But I think once people understand what Vulcan brings to the table, I would expect that, we may double that. Vulcan may double that easily.
Exactly.
Well, I think you're right.
One of the blockchains was just for selling NFTs.
Right.
I think Max or something. It was just selling NFTs, and they're trying to get to where they can get people from the metaverse and stuff from every different blockchains to come in and buy the dApps.
Right,
So
exactly. And like a real obscure, blockchain. So, we're not talking about, top end blockchain. So, compared to Vulcan, I think Vulcan is definitely going to be in the top 3 conversation easily.
Yeah.
I definitely think that. I think we overcome Binance very quickly, very quickly. And that's by Christmas, because what are we going to be at by Christmas, everybody? We already know. $1,000. What's that put us at? That puts us at $60 billion. $60 billion in market cap.
You make me so happy when you say $1,000 by Christmas. It just
But
it makes me giddy because then I could be the best uncle in the world.
The only reason why I
children.
wouldn't get there, because I was bringing this up the other day, Greek. I think it was yesterday. I said I was thinking about the $1,000 price. What if they worked the liquidity pool? Now I know that they could work the liquidity pool at the beginning, right? By adding to make sure that it. But I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can manipulate is a bad word usually. But in this case, what I'm talking about is they're trying to form this price so that it could be around something. But I don't know if they can do it after a certain point, right? So once it gets crazy, though, if it starts to get crazy, which is what's going to happen here, and I know that everybody thinks I'm a maxi, this and the third, but what's going to happen when Greek goes on there and he's like, look at this, this is my flex for today. Boom, I'm done, and he drops $300 in his freaking wallet, and the volume was $100 million that day, and then you got Just Talking going in there showing his on a short, and then you've got MellaFella going out there, and everybody starts doing this, and then Twitter starts going nuts, and they start asking about it. It's going to go nuts.
Yeah,
people are going to want to know what this is, and they're going to be like, I want this. And then it's going to start going crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
And Daniel, one thing to point out on that, I think even the smaller bags are going to have great days. And here's an example. I'm part of a fraternal organization, and me and a couple of guys got together, and we put some, we got into Safe Food, and obviously we've gone into Vulcan. We have no plans in taking any of those dollars out. And it's a small bag. It's a bag of 110 Vulcan right now.
Yeah.
And I was doing some calculations last night, just assuming, volume at about 200 million a day. And we flex for the entire year. We're not taking anything out. We'll get to a point where we could flex to about $400 a month, thereabouts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what we put in was well short of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's regardless of your bag size, guys. I mean, this vesting schedule, what we're doing with the new tokenomics, this is ridiculously exciting. I think it's a good thing. Everyone's going to benefit from it.
Greek, you have the floor. A lot of new people are watching this channel right now. Right now, there's a lot of new people saying, what the fuck are they talking about? And I want you to tell them, what is Vulcan and what is it that they can look forward to? And then what MellaFella was just talking about. What's he talking about? Where's all this money going to come from? How could these tokenomics possibly work? Tell them, Greek.
Okay. Most people on the outside, because I've explained this to so many people, the first question they ask is, Greek, how's this sustainable? How's this sustainable? You can't print. We're not printing. That's the greatest part. Taxes are collected on every transaction. These are recycled tokens, as well as coins. Coins are getting burnt as well as part of all these transactions. So the greatest part about all of this is that you are earning every single day with the flex based on the 1% tax taken out of every transaction. You earn on that. When those miss, those get pooled, and those go into a power pool at the end of the month. So anybody who misses doesn't qualify. So make sure you claim every freaking day if you are part of this blockchain. And that power pool is going to get huge. And we earn every single day on top of rebasing, which is the fixed part. Everybody earns that regardless. You don't have to claim. You don't have to do anything. It goes straight into your wallet. Auto staking, auto compounds, and you don't have to touch it. And you have access to your funds at all times. Unlike other blockchains where you have to stake like Ethereum, you have to do all that kind of stuff. You don't have access to your funds. Then all your ways of making income are based on price going up and down. Here, price can stay steady, $9. I did factoring on $9 price. You can earn up to 10% of your investment with 50 million volume a day. Every single month, you're earning 10% of your investment if you get 50 million daily volume with $9 price tag. And we all know the price is going to go up. So I'm not worried about that. But what it shows you is just being a normal blockchain. And could you imagine if Bitcoin had any way of like recycling some of theirs? But they don't. We have it, and people are going to realize it. It may take a little while for people to adopt in, but these videos that I'm going to do every day of me claiming and people seeing money, and it's not adding to circulating supply. When they see circulating supply going down while people are making money, they're going to be like, what the heck is going on? This has never been seen. And it's the best marketing we can have because it's going to be the most generic, pure marketing, peer-to-peer marketing ever. And it's going to be huge. And I believe that 100% because it's different. And it takes a little while for people to see different and come in and adapt because they all want to say it's a scam at first. Well, guess what? we're going to make it because we're before early, and then they're going to come in and they're going to continue to push the price up, and we're going to even make it further. So,
and we're also going to have a Super Bowl commercial, and you know who's going to be in it, right? That's right.
Really?
Godfather of Vulcan.
Yep. Hey, can I just point out one thing though?
I was going to ask you, what else is there? Just talking. Let's hear it.
Well, I just want to say, hey, Chris, you I respect you. He honors his words. Like, we had the live chat, and he said that, hey, Biz, I'm gonna send you some BTC. Send me your address. And the man he's a man of his words. And I just saw Biz saying, hey, thank you, Chris, for sending my first piece of coin. So yeah, man.
Wow.
To that, man.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's really nice of you, bro. Should I send you my address?
yeah. What about the creek?
Bro,
you can send me fake Vulcan. I'll take that.
Well,
take
and
fake
we all know
Vulcan.
you're paid by Brian, so you're governed.
I got a Bitcoin coming from Kryptonian if we hit $1,000, or was it 300 the first day? Which one was it, Greek? He said he was going to give me a Bitcoin for one of those two things.
I'll give you a
300 the first
Bitcoin
day.
for that. I wouldn't have.
And then he said you would give me a Bitcoin once you got the Bitcoin.
I'll give Greek one.
Once I got it, I was going to give it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't get one of the two, you guys, I'll send you a Bitcoin.
Listen, let me give you guys the other reasons too. This is a coin, everybody. This is a blockchain. So all of the things that Greek just spoke about are all true. And then you're going to ask yourself, okay, where's all that money coming from? This is exactly like Ethereum and Binance. You need those coins to be able to buy into all those projects that are on those chains. You guys know all about that, right? Your Binance tokens, your NFTs over there on Ethereum, the Bored Ape Club that's costing everybody $1 million per NFT. Those are Ethereum. You need Ethereum to buy those, right? Well, that's what's going to happen here, right? Yeah. This is a currency, right? This is going to be what you use to buy into and sell out of projects that are going to be built on this. So that's where the money's going to come from. On top of that, all the people that will buy Vulcan simply because they're excited about the tokenomics. So everybody watching, welcome. We're also talking about Bitcoin going to $1 million in 90 days. We'll see what happens there. Vorton says, which three blockchains are you guys referencing that are doing over 400 million per day in volume for comparison's sake?
I think I'll have to look at the article again. I'll pull that up in the background.
Yeah, I know it was Magic's Stack.
Yeah, Magic was one of them. It mentioned Phantom.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like 5 of them. So yeah, Magic Stacks, Phantom. I forgot the other 2.
Yeah, the other 2 I'll have to go back.
Wasn't one of them Aptos?
No, Aptos wasn't on that list.
No, Aptos started off with $1 billion on their first day, and they haven't looked back.
Well, I'm looking at them right now, and over the last week, they're about 7, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 400 million.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, they have days like that too, but for the most part, they've been hanging around $1 billion. Like 7.5 to me is around $1 billion. 400 million, that's like an off day for them, but they've been hanging around there. They've been doing really well. Aptos, they've been doing really well.
Oh yeah.
And so everybody that's watching that doesn't know about Vulcan, though, Vulcan is another new blockchain that's going to be coming out in Q2. We're expecting it to be sometime between April, May, and June. The next few days is going to be April, so it's not going to come out in April. But do you guys think that we still have a good shot at May 1st? Because I was hoping for May 1st to be the day.
The biggest stage still has to come. They got to get this rebasing fixed because figured out and put in place. And once that's on testnet, that's the biggest stage for me, because the rest is kind of just like testing various other
stuff,
things. Yeah,
right?
Just dApps. It's testing the dApps, testing the. I have it on my phone now. I have my new background thanks to Jason on Twitter. He has this awesome background.
Cool.
So simulated light nodes is step 3 along with fixed flex. But that's the rebasing. Once that's turned on in stage 2, we still have that Vulcan trace with rebase. Then it's just claim app, marketing stage, developer onboarding, grant approvals, bridge. So it's little things like back and forth, how to get on and off ramp. But the big stage is that rebasing, because that's something that's never been done before, and that's new programming That's new code on the blockchain. That's the big thing. So once they get that up and running and I can see that working, which we should hopefully in the next few days, maybe by get that up and running, that's the biggest stage.
Noah says Aptos has a huge, big money backing. That's why it started so fast. We're more grassroots, but we'll eventually blow them out of the water because of our tokenomics. I believe that too. I don't think we're gonna be you guys. I don't think we're gonna be at $1 billion every single day to start. Like, I think we could possibly get $1 billion on that first day, but then after that, I've said it over and over again. We'd probably be somewhere in like what Diogenes says in the $50 million to $100 million range. That's where I think we're going to be. And then we're going to just, every month we'll get it to 150 million, then 200 million, then 300 million, the more projects that come on. And that's just a guess, by the way, because if we jump out of the box and we have 50 projects, because we don't know how many projects there's going to be.
Yeah,
we have 50 projects, man, it could be lights out right away.
And it was good seeing some projects put their contracts on testnet. You could see those contract calls, and it was awesome when I saw that pop up. And Brian posted in Discord when it happened. It was just fun, and a lot of them are already testing sending NFTs and stuff already. So that's happening with I think OXPA was testing that, and things have been looking good for that. So that's actually good. We do have and it's lightning fast for anybody who sent anything. It's lightning fast.
Yeah, how many guys have you done that? Because I haven't, but I've heard people talk about it, and they get it. Like just was on a video just talking with was that with MellaFella Crypto? Did you guys do that together?
Yeah.
Theirs took I think like 5 seconds, and like, look, it appeared already.
Yeah,
I've done 80 transactions myself. I just keep sending I have 3 wallets and I just keep sending it. So I'll just keep sending it every night. I do about 10 transactions just so I can get a kick out of it. But the one night when it first came out, I had the Vulcan trace open on my laptop and my dad was sitting next to me and I go, watch how fast this is. I do the transaction, shows up on the Vulcan trace, and then it's in my wallet in like 5 seconds. And I'm like, what bank can do that? So it was like really cool to show him like how fast this is and why blockchain technology is amazing. I go, I can send money to anybody in crypto and look, it's verifiable. Here you see the transaction, see everything. He was like blown away. He's like, wow, that fast? And showing him that stuff, the inner workings, and then telling him I had a node and my node's going to be verifying all these transactions. Then he started to see what the importance of the node was. So it was actually really cool to show him all that stuff.
Yeah, and that's a great thing. Imagine if the SEC started using Vulcan for transaction. It's going to be quick, fast transactions for everyone. Because I know like Crypto.com, if you want to put in your metaverse, meta wallet and stuff, it takes at least 5 to 10 minutes before you see anything. And then, with the way Vulcan's doing with the transaction, I mean, that's instantaneously just insane. Like, you don't have to wait. You just say, I got it now. Let's go ahead and purchase whatever we want to purchase with it,
I can't wait for that day to be able to use Vulcan like that. Kelly Productions with a super chat says, even if a spot BTC ETF was approved, Gary's stepping down, admitting he worked with SBF to sabotage crypto, Biden saying to buy BTC all in one announcement, still wouldn't take BTC to $1 million in 90 days.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It would take a crazy amount of stuff to take Bitcoin to $1 million in 90 days. I'm just saying.
I don't think there's enough money on the planet to bring BTC to $1 million within 90 days. So
I don't. You don't know how much bro. Do you know how much money there is, bro, in the planet?
For my bag's sake, I'm hoping.
If the Fed starts printing and put it all into Bitcoin, we might be at $1 million.
Don't encourage that, though.
Yeah, you don't want to keep printing
well,
money.
at least it won't multiply. It's only going to stay 21 million. That's it. That's the most it could ever be in Bitcoin.
It's got like another 100 years before it's done.
Everybody who's watching that's new, also, there's a good thing that just happened with Vulcan as well. There was a new vesting schedule that was implemented that we're going to all go through as current holders. So when it comes out and you guys get to buy it, there's not going to be this massive dump by us holders, current holders, who are going to be in profit. We're only going to be able to have 5% of our coins in the first month, and then another 20% in the second month, and then 25% in the third month, 25% in the fourth month, and then the rest of our coins we'll be able to claim in the beginning of the fifth month. But what is that? I'm going to take you guys over to our guy Confirmant RM, who I'm going to show you his video here. so that you guys can understand what it is and how many people have done it. Who's done this kind of stuff? Well, Conferman has the answer for us right here. So let's take a listen.
So, guys, I bring you here. We're looking at ICO drops. We're looking closely to see how cryptos have participated in their ICO, what they offered for a price, what they launched at, and what their vesting schedule looks like. So you guys can understand how big cryptos have launched in the past. Very, very interesting and important to really listen to. A vesting period is basically just an unlock of your money that you put into something over a period of time, whether that be, just a year, 6 months, 2 days, who knows? It could be something very long, very short. It really depends on who made it. So right now we're looking at Aptos. They look like they wanted to do $350 million. It looks like their ICO ended in October 17th of last year. And you can see, if we go over here, Aptos says they're doing all investors and current core contributors are subject to a 4-year vesting schedule and a 1-year cliff. A 1-year cliff means you cannot transfer or sell your vested amount. And that sounds very interesting, but I'm going to give you the literal definition of it right now. As you can see right here, I pull it up. So the 4-year vesting schedule is like 1-year cliff is common for, startups and companies and devise, founders or people who, entered a startup from the beginning. It said basically a 4-year vesting schedule is with a 1-year cliff is the employee or founder would not earn any ownership or equity until they have worked, held or been there for at least 1 year. This is initial as referred to as a cliff. A cliff period said a founder would then begin the earn ownership after that 1 year for the rest of the 3 years of the vesting period. And then, it shows you how it goes about the rest of the years. But as you can see, a cliff period, the first year is a no sell and a no transfer kind of year. And that's how it will be. And then now we look at Polkadot. So everyone knows Polkadot right here. As you can see, we had, what was this? $144 million, $630,000. You can see their ICO price was 29 cents, 1 dot, 50% of their supply. And if we go to their vesting period, they had a 4-year vesting period and they had the cliff vesting, the same thing. And if we go here, we can see it says dot. They had a 15% of supply was allocated to the Web3 Foundation for a 4-year vesting schedule. 10% was for early contributors with a 3-year vesting schedule. 10% for the Parity Technologies team with 3-year vesting schedule, and 5% was allocated to future contributors with a vesting schedule as well. So, and they had 3 to 4 years, depending on who you were. So divide that amongst how many tokens throughout the 3 years. And there you go. And that gets you your amount per month. And look at DOT, because we were just talking about the fact that, ICO'd at 29 cents a DOT. And we come here to the chart at DOT. And we got all the way up here to around $55 a DOT. That's quite steep. Even right now, being at $6, like today's price is $6.43. I would say is a little bit more than 30 cents. So over here to AVAX, as you guys can well know, AVAX, you can see AVAX raised $42 million. They had 50 cents in AVAX, accepting, BTC, Ethereum, USDT, and USDC. Only 4% was allowed for token sale, looks like. But if I come over here to AVAX, you can see their unlocking schedule. They as well did the cliff period as well. But feel free to stop on the screen. There's so much for you guys to see. I'm going to scroll down very, very slowly for you guys so that you can pause it any second and you can read and really understand it from the ground up. But it's just showing you that over the course of a few years to 10 years, they had a vesting period. So seed sale 1 year, private sale 1 year, public opinion foundation was 10 years. All the way, the team was 4-year allocation, strategic partners and airdrop, partners all 4 years. It all depending on what you were doing. As you can see, 360 million tokens will be distributed over that amount of time. Just if you, like I said, if you really want to understand exactly what each chart is, definitely pause it so you can understand. But AVAX price right now, $17.27. You can see on that initial pre-sale was 50 cents. Even if right now, because when did they launch? Not well, even if it was only 2 years ago, you would be saying, right now, today's date, you'd have maybe 2 years worth of it. So half of your tokens. At worst case scenario, I mean, it's 17. That's a pretty big return on that. Go over here to Cardano as well. Let's see what they did. $62 million, ended in 2016, December 31st. You can see that they had a ICO price of 2.5 tenths, just about, of a US dollar. They used Ethereum, 57% was allocated. And we can actually go over here. ChatGPT tells us that they had multiple vesting schedules depending on what purpose and type of tokens you considered. Founders, see a total of 22.6 billion ADA, about 17% of the supply. Their vesting schedule releases 15% of the total amount every year for 5 years, starting in September of 2017. And this was all the way up until September of 2021, which now they have all of them, as well as the IOHK Development Fund that had 2.5, 17.8%, and that also had a vesting period of every year for 5 years of 15%, and the foundation of 648 million ADA, which is about 4% of the supply, and that had one as well. That one as well was not actually subjected. I'm sorry, that was on the open market. It is important to note that these vesting schedules only apply to the initial distribution of the tokens and not the actual ones purchased on the market. Makes sense to me. And as you can see, their ICO price was 2.5 tenths, and ADA currently is sitting at 34 cents, hitting a high of sitting here around $3.17. Kind of crazy. That's still a huge gain considering 2.5 tenths. If you zoomed here and did a ruler from 2.5 tenths, let's see what that is. That would be right here, all the way up. I mean, that's around a 22,168% up. Ethereum ICO, you see 31 cents, 31 and 1/10 for 1 ETH. They did around $16 million worth. And scroll over to Ethereum here. They did initial allocation and team advisor tokens was 72 million ETH. It says this initial allocation, around 17.5%, was distributed to the team and advisors immediately upon launch. It says the 82.5 ETH was locked up, invested over a period of 4 years, with 1/48 of the allocated tokens becoming available every month. This means that the team advisor tokens were gradually released over 4 years, which was a total of ending around September of 2020. The vesting schedule is to incentivize people to hold it and committed to the project. As you guys know, it says it's worth noting that the vesting schedule for the team and advisor tokens is just one part of Ethereum's overall distribution period. The majority of ETH is distributed through mining rewards, as you guys know. And as we can see, we went through right here, 31 cents for 1 ETH. And what's it now? Sitting at $1,782. Like, I don't even want to know if I did that. Can I even get 31 cents? I don't even think I can actually go to 31 cents and make this even somewhat readable. I can try. Let's see. Let's see, guys, if I can do that for you. Go to 31 cents. Go to 33. And we'll go all the way up to where we're at right now. $1,700. Just about. That is a 540,000% up.
There's more of that video before and after. Go to Confirmant RM's channel to catch the whole thing. But how about that? 500,000%.
Wow.
Can you imagine if we got something like that?
Vesting period than us. 2-3 years, some 10 years. Yeah, that's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh, yeah, they all were like that, and they all have years that they had to wait.
Yeah. And we only
So-
got 5. Just
5 months.
5 months. Yeah, not even a year.
5
months.
5 months. Yeah, not even a year.
It's not even 5 months. It's 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
the vesting period doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything at all. It could be 5 years for all
Yeah.
I care.
King Kaching had a comment about a suggestion on the vesting period.
Yeah, I mean, if Brian and them came out with something different, it will not. I mean, and I would think that every investor that sacrificed, everybody that sacrificed, just don't sell your bag. You do what you got to do, but that main bag that you have, just let it rebase and just let it go. You're just gonna every single flex, every time that you rebase, every single day your flex is more than the day before. I mean, volume and all that kind of stuff, but you're going to be making more and more money every single day when your percentage goes up by the fact that you're rebasing and your bag is getting bigger every single day. If you were 5 years, you never sold anything, you could be making $10,000 a day in just volume. I mean, that's the way I see it. But
It certainly depends on the size of your bag but you can make that kind of money if you have.
well, I mean, if you looked at I don't think it goes past a year, but if you look at Chesky's calculator, I mean, how much if you had 1,000 Vulcan, you sacrifice that, you get 1,000 Vulcan day one, and you rebase for a year. What you got 200 that you got or something like that, but you got more, and every time that you get more Vulcan, your percentage goes up. So, and then just do all the way, and then go down and do like Dio was saying, 50 million or do 100 million, and see what you're going to get.
You could see if everyone's watching, this is your percentage, and you could see it's going to change. It's going to go up from day one. You have 0.003, and it goes all the way to 0.005,740%. And then the amount that you're going to get on that based on just $25 million, $25 million a day in volume. And then it goes up. So now we're at 100 million. You're getting $57 a day, which equals $1,745 a month, which equals $20,951 a year. That's really great.
If you go back up and scroll it back down to day one and see what you're getting day one on 50 minutes. So scroll down. There you go. You're getting $13,000 a year right now when you start off with 1,000 Vulcan and 100 million volume a day. We could be way over that. We could be lower, but that seems reasonable. Yeah. And then every single day that you hold your rebases in your original bag, you're going to be making more and more money on the flex. And that's when I hope that those Bitcoin investors that are all getting into crypto now and are thinking about that stuff, that's when they see that, wait, Vulcan, you can go in there and all you got to do is worry about volume and you can make money every day. Wow.
Yes.
And that's just at a current price of $9.
Right.
Oh yeah, you can't even. You don't fathom. Don't even think about price and don't even think about volume because we could literally be at $1 billion.
The good thing, just talking and Chris, is that the price doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What we're talking about here, the price could be $1. Watch what happens to this $57.40 that you're going to get when I change it to $1. Right?
Goes up. Yeah.
Show it, Prado.
$1 still. $57.40.
Yeah, because you're all working on volume and you want price to go up and everything like that. But
of course.
You literally, what cryptocurrency do you still make the money that on your flex every day, no matter where the price goes?
I'm just going to touch it right here, Chris. Let's see what happens. At 575 million, you're making $330 a day, and the price is still $1.
What's that a year? Let's scroll down. What's that?
$120,000
on just volume.
And when people start to see this and realize the power of this blockchain, it's game over.
Yeah.
It's game over. We're going to have tons and tons and tons of investors.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, that these Bitcoin investors are all coming in going, okay, I've had money in Bitcoin for a little while. What is there something else out there I can make more money on? Oh, wait, here's this Vulcan blockchain that's running up the charts and their volume's going up every day.
Yeah. And they will come. It's going to take some time to get them over here because in every single investment that anybody's ever had in their life, this is new. And you know how it is with new stuff. It takes a little while to convince people, but once they see the light, they're going to they're used to price goes up, I make money. Price goes down, I lose money. It's very easy, but it's very hard for people to be able to see this and understand that it doesn't matter. Volume.
Well, I don't. Shesky does a great job on these calculators, but it'd be real nice if that calculator could go to 5 years, because a lot of people have 5-year plans.
Yes.
And you could easily sit down and say, okay, what would be my 5-year plan if I put $1,000 in Vulcan and just let it sit there? Where would I be at 5 years from now?
Yeah.
Shetsky's going to go tomorrow. He'll have a 5-year on it. It'll be like
he's amazing, though. I just can't believe these calculators that he does. He's just awesome. And you got to give him especially some props for the Beyond Protonomics.
That was
that was funny. That's always
fun.
He did
that on his own.
I could not believe that when I saw that. I was on there, Fowler, and I was like, hey, go all the way to the end on the Protonomics one, and then boom, pops up Beyond Protonomics.
If we were to do this, though, guys, and I were to say, okay, well, you know what? This is your percentage now. It's a year later, and now instead of just 1,000, we now have 1,552.29289. Okay, and now let's go over to the basic power pool calculator, and we're a year into this, and we're expecting for it to be in about a year 500 million to $1 billion per day. You know, I'm expecting for that to happen. So let's go ahead and put that in there. That's how much we have. In there is $10 million worth of Vulcan, right? Which is 200,000 over there, right? But the thing is at 200,000, that's at $50.
Hey Daniel, I gotta run. So
okay, brother, no problem.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on. But you guys, that's the thing though. When I did this math, it's just a quick thing that I did. This is 200,000. Like the $10 million that's in there is because 200,000 Vulcan are each valued at $50. So you can see here at this amount that you have and this percentage that you have at $9, you're getting $98. If in a year from now somebody they just lived off the flex and also the power pool, they were taking that out, selling the power pools. Now we get to a year later, and now we're at $50. They're getting $545 from that power pool, in addition to their flex.
Right.
Yeah, and that's life-changing money for an average investor.
Absolutely.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, that's you could, if you flexed every single day, did your power pools, left your base in there, just let it ride for years. Wow, you could be paying your bills, living a nice life, taking your family on a couple vacations a year, all on your Vulcan flex.
And by the time that time comes, too, guys, like I don't expect it for it to be $50. Let's just touch this right here. $172 means that you're getting $1,876.52 worth of Vulcan, because it's now $172. This is when the price makes a difference. Flex pool doesn't care about price. This does, okay? Because your percentage of what your take is on this means that you're taking this percentage of this, but then this changes how much you get. Now, what if we get to Christmas Day? You're getting $10,910.
Yep.
And now, you only own 1,552. Let's say that you don't have 1,000, you have like 1,300 at the beginning of this, and then it rebases to 1,552 by Christmas. That's what you're looking at. That's really good, right?
Yeah.
Now that's just a guess, everybody. I'm not saying that it's going to be that, because it's gonna be somewhere around here throughout the year. Like we can depend on this. So it stops at 103. Looks like you're getting $1,123.73. Pretty good.
And now that's the power pool. That doesn't mean if it's $103, your 1,500 Vulcan that you have, that's price is way up there too. So
that's about $13,000 a year that you're getting monthly off of the power pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Extra $13,000 in your pocket.
Right.
Not counting the flexes or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody, I think everybody needs to, whenever you're talking to anybody or you're ever even talking about Vulcan, I think the plan should be to shift from price being this or that to volume will be.
Right.
The volume is what investors, everyday average investors around the world that can put some money into something and see a return on a daily basis. within 24 hours, they can see some money in their pocket. That is what's going to keep. That's what's going to keep those top 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 holders holding.
Mhm.
Mhm. And that goes to the point where we as a community need to go out there and market this. Because I mean, Ethereum is getting marketed by the media and everything. Bitcoin's getting marketed by the media. If we can push this out, just a free market, and
We'll get marketed by them too after a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be up there in the media, you know, and then people's gonna be like, hey man, Vulcan blockchain is on the market news, on the trading news and everything, and people's gonna want to do research, and then we'll see the volume really pick up, you
Mhm.
know.
Well, I keep on saying, Justin Bieber's going to buy in, then you're going to have Mr. Wonderful come in, right? And then all of a sudden there goes Mark Cuban coming on talking about it on CNBC. Master
Yeah.
Baron said, hello, Vulcan family. The Baron is stopping by to bring positive vibes. BTC at 1 million in under 90 days. Yeah, good luck. Vulcan 10X is more reasonable.
For sure.
Yeah, but with BTC, people talking about it being $1 million in 90 days, it really doesn't matter because every day my Bitcoin's going up. So
Yeah, it's definitely going to go up. I can't wait to see what happens in this 90 days.
yeah,
That'll be exactly in 90 days from today. That will be literally the first day of summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. June 21st is the first day of summer.
Yeah, and
The actual first day of summer.
Bitcoin can make that climb because I'm in it to win it. So
You're gonna be good, Chris. You're gonna be good if it hits $1 million.
actually,
You're gonna buy an island.
it's
Right.
my kids. It's a part of my trust for my kids.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
right.
I really don't sell it. So
This one was funny to me when Kelly Productions said this though, because even if a spot BTC was approved, Gary stepping out. If all that happened, bro, Bitcoin would get $10 million in freaking. If President Biden came out and Gary Gensler was like, "Yeah, I was really just trying to do it because I hate crypto. It's gonna kill us." Everyone would buy crypto. Kelly Productions, come on, bro. You know what I never? You know what I didn't do? I didn't do the top 5. I never did it. There goes Wealthy King, who came in first. Boom! King Kaching was second. Seifu Warrior was third. Brooklyn Hodl. I'm always ready to say Hodl Yoda. You know what I mean? Brooklyn Hodl Vulcan was to show, and John Cano rounds out the top 5. Look at that, guys. And then Richard Hutman says, darn, I was looking forward to this live while I was driving from the Poconos to West Orange, New Jersey to see my girlfriend. Come on, Daniel. Well, I'm here. This is when I was late. I had to reschedule a few times. Sorry about that, everybody. Bitcoin Protonomics. I love it. Yeah, me calling it. I didn't say that it's going to go to $1 million, although I did say that it's going to go to 100,000. Hey, Chris, when I said that it was going to go to 100,000 by this time next year, you weren't feeling that really too much either, but you probably feel that a lot more now, don't you? I'm going to guess that you think that we're going to be there a lot closer to that by this time this year, right?
No. If you remember correctly, I wasn't saying you're wrong. I was saying that I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm a fan of you.
That's true.
And basically, I'm a fan of Bitcoin. All of them. I really do think that. I think it should be $1 million right now. But
it should. I agree with you on that. Maybe it was Kryptonian then.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you it being 100,000. I would be. I would think that it may be, yeah, but I definitely would say maybe a year and a half from now. Definitely, I could be wrong. It'd be 100,000 next week.
It could be. I was going to say MellaFella Crypto.
Mhm.
This $100,000 prediction that I had for this time next year, March or April, is probably going to happen this summer at the very least. Don't you think? Do you have a feeling about that, or do you not think that it's going to happen?
It seems like with a lot of people debanking, essentially, they're looking to put their assets somewhere else, right? So, I mean, Bitcoin is looking like that place to be right now. So $100,000 in the next 90 days, around summertime, I think that's reasonable, personally.
Not the million, but 100,000 is.
Yeah, I think 100,000 is more reasonable. $1 million, I think that's a stretch, but
But just talking, what if we get to half of it? What if we just get to half of $1 million, bro? Like, Do you think that
Bitcoin? I'll congratulate you guys because I don't really have nothing but $1 in Bitcoin. I mean, I just now bought 50 now, so I just like.
that's what's happening, though. That's what's happening.
Well, I get hopefully
That
Biz
FOMO.
keeps his Bitcoin.
That FOMO. That's right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
I hope that Biz keeps his Bitcoin that I sent to him.
I don't think he's going to do anything with that except for hold it. Yeah, I mean, not with everything that we're talking about today. That's an outlook that's not been had ever until today.
Well,
you know, the 90-day $1 million Bitcoin. Are you crazy? That's crazy.
I think that Greek has a great, and I don't know about Kryptonian. I'm not sure, but I know Greek and I get Bitcoin every week. So I'm
going to tell you right now, Kryptonian is freaking loaded. Okay, just so you know, he's been buying crypto. He's been buying Bitcoin since 2014.
Yeah,
all the time. He buys it all the time. So how much does he have? I don't know. Probably more than God. God is pissed off at him right now. He's like, "What the F, bro? I don't have that much Bitcoin."
What'd you say, Leon?
Now I think Kryptonian got 100 Bitcoin. Like that man sitting on gold.
I'm sure he does. He probably is like, no, I actually have 101.29.
Right. I'm at 14.9867.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow, bro. That's a lot.
0.00051 Bitcoin.
So, bro, in 90 days, you're gonna have $14.9 million.
Well, it's one of those things. Like I've said, always said, it's like for my kids anyway. But just for perspective, in the last week, I'm up 33.67%.
Nice,
bro. Stop with the nonsense with this. This is my kids' nonsense, bro. You know you're gonna be like, bro, I got 1 Bitcoin for you guys.
No,
I'm getting the rest.
right, Leon. He's gonna be like, hey, what did I say? I don't have 14. I got 1. Got 1, guys.
Yeah,
I see Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin as generational wealth. I don't really see it as something like it.
These are for my kids, please.
Yeah.
He's gonna take Bitcoin.
They're all back behind me going, "Tell Daniel Prado, shut up."
He's like, no, you know what it is, Leon? He was like, I got 14, but he's really got a bag of like 32.
You know,
he's like, I only got 14. That's it, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling my kids.
Yeah, he's just saying it live on TV so the kids don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, did I say 14? I got 4.
Oh, really? Where did the teen come? Was that like a
teen? What?
There's no teen in there. I was said 4.
You know, I'll just blame it. I was drunk.
Yeah.
1792.
I can't count when I'm drinking my brandy. You guys know that.
Yeah. This is all being used in court right now. I should probably shut up.
Evidence.
All you got to do is say, look, he says it at the end. No fun. It's not financial advice.
Yeah. Everything I said was BS.
Bitcoin.
Oh, man.
200. Nice.
Hey, Dan, looks like
you're going up.
You're pumping BTC.
I'm doing it. That's right.
BTC right now. Good job.
There's a lot of people watching.
Good job.
A lot of people watching.
The market. Keep it going.
28.1. Is that what it's at?
Let me see what we have in the comments. Sorry, Chad said 500 million in volume. We could be easily $200 Vulcan and not grow the circulating supply. Sorry, Chad. That's the whole idea. That's the most beautiful. Like, well, I'm gonna say this, man, because like the fire pit. I've said this before. Fire pit's pissed off, right? At one point, he had all the lights on him. He was getting out of the limousine every time. All the girls around him, and now he's pushed to the side because the flex pool came in. Now the flex pool's the big star. It's such a big, gigantic thing. I love this flex pool thing, and I think that we're going to definitely be at $200 without 500 million. Sorry, Chad. We're not going to be. If we're at 500 million, bro, we're at $1,000 at 500 million. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be crazy, especially in the first month. I don't know if we get to $1,000 in the first month, but I think we could definitely go to 200 to 300 in the first month because there's going to be 5% of us selling. That's it. Mm-hmm. We can't even sell more than 5%. The only thing we can sell is our flex, and that's already coming in the system. It's not like, it's recycled. So it's like
even the 5% that can sell. How many of those 5% are gonna sell anything? I know you guys talk about taking profits, but you get some profits from flex and power pool. So
Mm-hmm.
your original bag, if you get 5% of it, will you want to sell some of it?
Mm-hmm.
When you
Let me
think
get some
about
numbers from you guys in the chat. All right. There goes 1, 2, 3, Y's 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, Y's 3, 4. Sorry. With the super chat that is missing the chat, but thank you so much for the essentially a super sticker. Is that a super sticker? Because it usually says super sticker underneath it, but this is a super chat that he didn't write anything. So I'll see if you have something to say after this. I don't see anything, but if anybody wants to give me numbers, we'll have some fun. Chad Morris says with a super chat, all these things happen while we're locked in, and everybody is wanting in a lot of buy going to come in, wanting in a lot of buys are going to come in. Yes, we're locked down, and you're right. Meaning we as holders, we own $1.50 Vulcan, you guys. You know what that means, Leon?
We are good.
That means that when we hit $150, my 100X hat is going to be looking dope on me, bro. Like that, 100X at 150. All of us. You know what I'm saying? There goes Sky High. It's got 440.
Yeah.
We'll start with Sky High.
There's
and
a
we'll go
perfect
over
example
to the,
right there.
to the Shepsky calculator. I'm sorry, say again.
That's a perfect example. Sky High is a perfect example of someone that I would love to see where if they had a 5-year plan, didn't do anything but flex power pool for 5 years.
Let's see that. Yeah.
Well, right now he's looking pretty good for the power pool. $318 at 103 with 10 million in there.
Let's see at $9 just to keep it conservative.
Yeah, we'll keep it conservative. $9 is getting $27.81.
That's half a gas tank right there.
Well, you could take that's
a damn gas tank. You got that right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not in Texas. It's probably like an eighth of a tank, but still, you know what I'm saying?
Burger money. You know?
About a quarter tank.
Yeah, it's like a burger money for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Still good. 27. Better than nothing.
Let's go to the flex though. He's got 440.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see how he fares with his daily income, which is going to be the price doesn't matter. Remember, at 25 million, he's getting $4.07 a day, which equals $1,485 a year. You can definitely mark that down. That's going to be something that you could definitely count on. Yeah, and then if we move up to $100 million a day, which is like Leon said, conservative.
Yeah,
he's getting $5,945 a year, $16.29 a day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And his percentage is going up every single day.
That's right. Let's see what happens after he holds an entire year. If he doesn't sell those flex, right? So now his bag is worth $6,000, whereas before it was worth $3,000. So it's 155%.
Well, he could
sell,
if he was that says that's just the top part is his rebase.
Yeah, that's
his
rebase.
Take into consideration if he's selling or not selling the flex. That's just his rebase value.
Yeah,
what's done. Okay,
that's what I said. If he does not sell any of his rebate, any of his actually, that's right. I was thinking the wrong thing. You're right. I was saying the wrong thing. I said if he doesn't sell any of his flexes. You don't even have to sell any of your rebate.
Yeah. If he sell in the power pool and flex, if he just reinvests all of them, doesn't take anything.
It's going to make this number bigger.
Oh, it's going to make it outrageous. He's going to be so far ahead.
Right, and this is what I was saying with people, all investors, but definitely those with smaller bags. When they see this, I think this will encourage them to just hold and just take advantage of those flexes.
Exactly, because how much is he's making in flex per year for this now? For $300,
it's $9,219, bro.
That's at 100 million. If he's at 5 years, and we're doing 5 years from now, we're doing $1 billion.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's click it here. 465 million now takes him to $117 a day.
Wow.
And now he's making 42,872. This is more like it. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Well, if you compound all that into the 5 years, I mean, he's going to be making double that every single year.
Yeah.
And look, Scott, it doesn't even change when this goes to $1. In fact, I could keep it at 10 cents. It's at 10 cents. It went down to 10 cents. Look, and you're still getting $42,872.90.
Well, he says that that's not his, that's his brother's. He's got more than that, but still.
Well, your brother's doing good.
Quit playing Sky High. What's your number, bro?
Yeah, I think Sky High has a large bag because I think he was one of the ones that bought property, right, from Seifu.
Didn't he pay?
Oh yeah, man. This is my man. He bought 3 acres. You guys saw that video?
Yeah, with the lake.
He's got a personal river. Now it's a river, bro, that goes through there. He says he uses it to water all of his land. Yeah, that's pretty dope, right?
Well,
Sky High looks like you're gonna be doing all right, bro.
Yeah, he says it down at the bottom. That's what he needed to show. Is the last comment down there?
His brother.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, even a small bag can become super profitable because, like what I'm showing you guys here, what's still on the screen for you guys, I got to take Sky's comment away to see it all. Though you can see, I mean, this is $3,572.74 a month, and we're only at 465 million. Now that's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not going to say only. But this is where we plan to be living in this area daily. You know what I mean? So if it's a year from now, right, that this happens, now you're looking at this type of money coming in all the time because you own this. That's it. And now what happens though, guys, if we get crazy? 905 million means that he's getting $6,953.25, which equals $83,439,000. Outstanding.
That's crazy.
And Chris, you're right, man. People need to stop looking at the price. I agree with you on that. If they don't look at the price, because it's at 10 cents, what Daniel put on is that 10 cents.
This is 10 cents.
Volume, you're still banking.
Well, I think that my point that I'm trying to make to everybody, and this is not financial advice, but mathematically, it does not work in your favor to ever sell your Vulcan.
No.
Mathematically, it just doesn't work because the flex power pool, those things will give you your, I mean, I guess if you take someone's average bag and you flex for 90 days, whatever that amount would be on regular volume, you probably have made all your money back that you ever put into Seifu X or Vulcan, but you still have your bag. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you still have that percentage.
Yep. You're right.
But I understand. Sometimes people just have to sell. I mean, financially, they need to. But
I guess when they see the numbers, it's just kind of like, sell if it's at a high number. But then they forget about the volume, like you were saying. The volume is really what's making you that passive income because all those transactions that's coming into the blockchain, you're going to get back with the flex and the power pool.
Yeah, and I think Greek said it as well. Once we get to a point where we can start showing ourselves, pulling our flexes and things of that nature, putting those in videos, that's going to get a lot of attention and people are going to pay attention to that and they may change their strategy. And we may be able to do that during the next phase of testnet too, right? So we're going to be able to play with flex as part of testnet to even demonstrate that before mainnet.
Yeah.
But I do want to stress though, people can sell. Like if they took that, if you took your 5% and said, you know what, I don't want to do this. I want to get some money out of this right now. That means that Sky's brother has what would that be, like $418, right? The 418 is about what he would have, somewhere around there. Now 418, he sold 5%, which is fine. But look, he's still making out like a bandit.
Money.
Yeah.
This is what happens. We took away 5% that he sold at the beginning. This goes for everybody. Like if we change this number to 1,000, right? You see that this is going to be like looking really good for the 1,000 holder. But you can see. Well, let me just leave it there for a longer period. It's 15,000 per month and 189,000. But they only got 5% of their bag. And they sold it, so now they have.
Remember, Daniel, that's at $905 million transaction.
What's that?
It's at $905 million. That's
I'm still using this big number, but this is what I'm saying. We're going to end up getting to this point at some point. Yep. And look, they still are at 180,000 because they sold that first 5%. So it's fine for you to sell. Just sell it. It's in a smart way. Like get yourself up to a good number, and then sell. A little bit. so that you can still hold on to these percentages, because this is what counts right here. This percentage is going to be big time because it's going to be a part of this. These numbers right here, and you can see how it changes.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I asked Shupsky to do this for me, and you guys, maybe you guys have noticed, and I'm just now bringing it up. I'm just noticing it for the first time.
Oh,
At the price of 10 cents, that means that you're going to get 2,481 Vulcan, right? But that's not what it's going to be. It's not going to be 10 cents. Let's go with $9, because the price again doesn't matter for the flex. But it shows you now. Before, this was not here. It would just say the amount, but now it's telling us how many Vulcan that equates to, right? Nice. That $9 means that you're going to get 27.5, or 27.57. What if it's $27.57 per Vulcan? That means that you're going to get 9 Vulcan.
Nice.
Well, Daniel, the reason why I say that about the selling part is that if you go, okay, what are we on? 1,000?
We're on 1,000 right now.
Okay, so you take 50. So they're going to sell 50 Vulcan, right?
Yep.
So scroll down and then let's say if they didn't sell 50 Vulcan and didn't do anything, didn't sell anything, but they flexed for 2 days, how many Vulcan would they have on? Let's say we're back to the 50 million volume.
So okay, so
1,000. Go up and make it 1,000.
Yeah, it's going to be like 2.4 in 2 days.
So like
something like that. It'd probably be more 2.41, because 2.4 would have been based on 1,000, but it's the next day was 2.12. So then it's rebased on 2.12, or 1.2 is what you would get on 1,000. But then the next day was 1,001.2. Right. So then it rebased on 1,001.2. So that's why you got a little bit more. So you could see, I see your point.
Look at the flex though. So go down and look at the flex and put the volume at 50 million.
50 million, yeah.
Yeah, 50 million. They don't sell any of their 5%. Well, 0.6 volume. So yeah, I can see what you're saying. If they take 5% at first, that's about 50 Vulcan. They'd go probably at least a month before they get that, by just flexing and power pull. Yeah. So I can see,
they could sell that. I mean, it's like because I want people to understand. I encourage not to sell your whole bag. It's fine for people to sell, of course, because you can see this number go up. Like if this number right here, if that's not 27 and it goes up to $250, you're gonna say, man, you know what? That 5 Vulcan, that 50 Vulcan at 250, that's gonna help me out right now. I can deal with just having 950. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because if that happens, now you're looking at this and saying, you know what, I might be able to do something with this, right? And then they sell. That's fine. They take some money, but now they're still in a good position, because what you don't want to do is you go boom. Now you're down here. If you sell half your bag, and that changes all of this. Now you're down to $3,383 a year. If this was what is this? I'm sorry. This one right here. If this is back to 1,000, you could see that that's going to make you a bigger amount. It's over double, right? So you have to play with it. You have to figure it out for yourself. But it's certainly something that you could do if you were to just sell some of your bag, because I think mostly what people should be concentrating is getting this number up, doing what you can to get that number up, because the more percentage you have, then the better it's going to be for you. Let me see who else had a number, because we have some people that put in numbers.
I saw 28,000, but
28,000 was Chad. Chad Morris has 28,000. Let's see what happens with Chad Morris, everybody. Chad Morris was 28,000.
Golly, Chad, you good.
Let me hold some of that for you, brother.
Yeah, you are good. You just live off the flex.
Seriously?
Bruh. He's got
a nice bag.
252,000 at launch. Okay, so that's really good. He's already at $250,000.
Yeah. No, wait. That's at a $250 price that you put in.
No, this is at $9.
Oh, $9
down below.
You got it.
$9. This is for like the
that's the flex. Okay.
if you sold your amount it'll tell you how much it'll be worth. If you sold in 2 days for $250, it'd be $7 million. You know what I'm saying? But like this is just to play around with. That's what that's there for. So if we put this at $9, it's the same price.
Yeah, yep.
So but wow, 28,000 is really, really outstanding. Good job on you. Looks like at just $50 million, you're making $189,000 a year, bro.
You're good. Just live.
15,784, Leon, a month.
You good,
bro. What happens when we click somewhere around here on the second quarter of between?
Chad's gonna have a heart attack.
Let's see what happens. Boom, 180 million gives him $56,000 a month. Wow. Almost 57,000 a month. And we're looking at 681,885. And Chad, if this was at $1, you still would be getting the same thing, bro. Unbelievable, right?
Yep.
Look at this. Still 681,000. I'm going to keep on stressing that.
Scroll up on the volume to see how much volume we'd need for him to get $1 million a year.
Oh, that's just a little bit. Watch, let's see.
360.
Right.
360, is that what it is?
We're going up. We're at 225 now. Is MellaFella right? It looks like it's going to get there before 360. Holy crap. Bro, $1,003,888 is at $265 million. Bro.
If we have $265 million for a year, he will make $1 million off of flat.
That's all we need to get to in volume per day. And my man Chad Morris pissed off.
And that 265 million a day volume, that's doable.
That is doable.
Very doable.
Years.
Super doable. This is like holding a node.
Yeah.
It's like holding a node, yeah.
Yeah. So
let's see what happens with Chad though.
So in a way, man,
keep on going.
I feel like we're blessed, man. Like Brian Legend and the team definitely gave us something where we can feel like we are node holders ourselves too with this flex and power pool, you know? So we should be grateful for that.
I think
Chad's never going to sell, bro. Right? Chad is never going to sell. Bro, look at this. Leon, this is half a billion, bro. He's got almost $2 million a year, and that's just from the flex.
Yeah, that's a mega node. That's not even a super node. That's a mega node at that point.
I'm done.
Let's see what happens with Chad on the power pool, though. 28,000. And we've got 200,000 up in there. That's 10 million. At $9, he's getting $1,000, 770. We're going to go to 50. 9,800. This is like, he's going to look at that and be like, yo, bro, I'm going to tip somebody with that.
Mm-hmm. He's just going to throw it at them.
Right, just, he's going to be like, yo, that's my tip money for this month.
Yeah, just
he's going to go make it rain on some girl at the strip joint.
Right.
That's what I would do.
And walk
like, this worldwide, just hang back here for a second. I got something to do. I got something I gotta go take care of something, okay? Just give me a second. I've never been able to make it rain. Like the Sheik. I've seen those guys in Philadelphia. They just go like this. And they just have all this cash and they're just throwing it up in the air, bro. Yeah. And the girl that's on stage is like, oh my God.
It's raining money.
It's like the best ever. Byrendra has 1,177. What is this? 1,177 on a 200,000 power pool. $413, bro. That's freaking awesome.
Man, that's good.
That is fantastic. Let's see what happens with the 1177 over here on the flex. And see where Byrendra needs to get to have a happy life. So right now you're getting $10.89 a day based on just a $25 million. So let's see where Byrendra, what would you like to make per day? Let's try to get it to there. Let's see what happens. What are we shooting for per day? 100, 200? Is that what you're at? Is that what you're talking about? Let's see what happens. So right now we're at 80 million. We need to get to, just to get to 100, we need to get to
right there, 200,
230 million.
doable. Still.
Doable. That brings you to 3,000 a month just on the flex.
You got to take out his comments
36,000
so
a
he
year.
can see it, DP.
What?
Take out his comments so he can see it, because I can't see it.
you can't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Hold on. Let me get this. Let me get that out of here. Damn. My bad. My bad. All right, here we go. Look at that. $3,048.66 a freaking month, bro.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
And he's got 1166 or 1177.
That's crazy.
Now,
Check out
what happens when we get to the lucky? What is this? We got to get to 500 million. What happens if we're living at 500 million a day?
Mhm.
That means we are like a year into this, maybe a little bit more than a year, is giving him
Nice.
$217 a freaking day, bro.
$6K a month.
That's sweet.
By Rendra, this is the best part about it too, bro. Let me take you guys to the original calculator, because this is the best part about it. The rebase. People keep on forgetting. We're so excited about this flex pool. Everybody keeps on forgetting about the rebase. But let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? When we get to this right here, when we get to this bad boy, you're looking at 1177. This is just without any rebase or anything like that.
Mhm.
With that amount, you're getting 1.1424 Vulcan a day, bro.
That's
All right. What happens?
Daniel, you gotta stop everything. Brian Legend just put a
Yeah. Look at
check out
Brian's
his message.
message.
Brian Legend is here. You gotta love it, bro. This is like a whole sales pitch.
Everybody's
I
throwing
am
big
actually
numbers,
curious.
man.
I wanna
Some
see
big
this.
bags.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. Let's do it. Hold on. I'm gonna finish with Byrendra though, Brian. I'm gonna do that in a second. That's freaking awesome. I don't have that much.
So let me understand this. So Brian is a millionaire right now, or a billionaire right now.
Not quite with that much, because
He will be.
the top holder has 1.8 million. 1.8 million. So
Okay,
he's a
so-
little bit of, but he's like 2 spots above
Saeed?
who is it that's on the number 6? I just forgot his
I
name.
don't know.
I
Because
don't
isn't
know
Saeed
who's
number 2?
Saeed, that's what I was talking about. I couldn't remember who it was. Saeed is like at 130,000. So
Yeah.
Brian is like 2 spots above him. And then the
Brian's
number one
like
person has
100
1.8 million. I mean, 1.8 million Vulcan, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So we have we're gonna do Unisite. We're doing Brian Legend next, everybody. Stay tuned. Before we get to that, let's listen to these commercials.
Wait, you got commercials now,
crypto.
DP?
No,
You got
I don't.
Crypto Pride. We need Crypto
All right.
Pride commercial.
So this is by Rendra. Now, what happens though, MellaFella, when we hit $200, right? What happens with that? That rebase by itself, I did the wrong. I put 20. If we hit $200, that rebase is putting in his wallet without anything $282.
Nice.
That's all he did was just hold it, because now he rebased that. If he's got 1.4 and we hit $50,
Mm-hmm.
he's got $70 extra going into his wallet
Every day.
every day. What if we hit? Give me a number, any number.
5,000.
If we hit $5,000,
Just throw it out there.
that means that he's getting $7,062 in one day just from one rebase. That's it.
Within a couple of years, $5,000 is
That's what it's going to be at.
Yep.
unheard of.
Yeah.
So,
We're gonna surpass
Don't don't skip out on the what's it called, the rebase. That rebase is going to be worth a lot when we get up into the hundreds and then thousands. One thing is going to come in. And by the way, I know what everyone's thinking. All the haters. Where's this money going to come from? How are you going to do it? That means it's 60 billion.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it means. Okay.
I don't know, but Brian and the team are going to make a bunch of lawyers and accountants happy real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh yeah, they're gonna be banking. They're gonna be living in a
Yeah,
yacht.
they're going to.
What is his number, guys? Because I can't see it. 206,000.
And 12.46.
206,012.46. All right.
Brian, man, hey, this is gonna be off topic, but the picture I see now, it reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite when the girl was taking a picture of the guy and she was like posed like this.
Yeah.
Brian also puts a PS in there, and I'm exactly the way Brian is. That's exactly what Brian is saying is exactly what I'm gonna do, because I've always believed if you ever want to become rich, follow the guy that's richer than you.
Exactly.
Amen.
That's the
There you
truth.
go. Brian Legend says, I'll be holding and flexing. No selling the bag here. That's right. And I don't blame you, Brian, because let's take a look at what Brian's going to make.
I don't know if we want.
Let's take a look at what Brian's going to make. And some people are going to be pissed off.
Chris, you're gonna need a drink for this.
Yeah.
Well, you can see already that the Vulcan that he has is nearly $2 million worth right there. It's 1,854,000 and change. And then, of course, when we come down here to the bottom of the calculator where the magic happens, you can see he owns 0.76%, over 0.76%, which is a tremendous amount of Vulcan. And at 500 million, that means that he's getting $38,135.50 per day.
Wow.
From just his flex, everybody. What happens if that happens every day, guys? What happens? We'll just take a guess, Chris. What's the number going to be? Whoever gets the closest don't look it up. Don't do any calculating. Just tell me the number you think it's going to be. Whoever gets the closest without going over wins. MellaFella Crypto, you're going to go last. Leon, you're next. But Chris, you go first.
I'm going to say 120 million.
120 million. All right.
Wait, 100. This for the year? Are we saying
This for the year? But like the question is for the year, so you have to don't guess the month. Just tell me what you think it's going to make in the year. Just do the math off the top of your head to figure it out.
I was thinking 4.5 million, but
4.5 million.
Yeah, I might be off.
And what are you going to say, MellaFella Crypto? 4.6?
No, I'm
Price is right. $0.
Yeah.
$1.
$1.
Oh, he said it.
Let's see what it is. 13,919,457.50. Chris wins.
Yeah, Chris got it.
Chris.
Unbelievable, bro. Look at that, bro. He's making over $1 million a month, bro, with a $500 million. But when we get up there, he's making over $1 million a month.
What is he going to do with all that money?
Let's see what he's doing at 25 million, though. Let's deflate Brian's head right now for crying out loud.
He's probably just like,
look, bro, he's still making 57,000, bro, almost 258,000. I'm pissed off at him right now. I'm just playing.
This is something that we should.
Bro, at 25 million, Chris, he's still making almost $700,000 a year. You damn right, you're not selling, Brian. Look at that guy.
But listen, we should be talking about the fact that Brian puts his number out there. We're going through, we're looking at it and everything like that. You got to understand with the money he's going to be making, everybody's got to be thinking, wow, he has a huge incentive that the blockchain's successful.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be really happy he's putting the number out there and we're talking about it because he's even more into it, So he wants it to succeed, and I'm super happy that he told us that number and we get to
let's see what happens when Brian goes. He's getting a part of that $10 million at $50, which is 200,000. There's 200,000 in the power pool now, guys. And at this point, he's still, even at just $9, he's going to get $13,026.60 of that 10 million. But when we bring it to $50, which is what the 10 million is based on that price, he's going to get an additional $72,370.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this is what he's going to be filling his gas with this in his like he's going to be like Andrew Tate, 30 cars. Yeah. It's going to be crazy. This is going to be his gas money.
With his power pool.
That's his gas money for his jet.
Yeah.
Per month.
I think it's great. The more money Brian makes, the more money I'll make. I'm all for it.
Yeah, there you go. That's what's up. Brian, what you gonna do with all that money, man? You gonna reinvest into a new crypto project for the blockchain?
I bet he does.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I want to know.
Yeah, he's going to be like he has said before that he does not invest in any of the any projects or anything like that. He won't invite, like he's going to do that for Vulcan, but typically he does not. And he's just going to put it in Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe some Binance. That's what he said before he will do with it. But most of it right now, until he thought it was going to be we were going to be in a bear market for longer, which we were. So he said he was going to keep it in stable coins. But now that Bitcoin's going up, I would bet the farm that he's buying Bitcoin right now because he knows it's going to start going. It's just going to go up from here. It was going to go up from here. I told you guys before when it went to 21,000. This is the bull market.
Yep.
It's hit it, and now we're almost at 30 already. Where are we at right now? 28,164. So there you go. Looking really good. OBZ,
Well, you know, another
2.7
thing,
million.
look at this.
Oh no, he's talking about Brian's income.
look at another thing. Look at put his number. Go back on the fixed part, the fixed flex calculator, and see how much he's going to make every day from rebases.
Oh, I know. That's a good idea. I forgot about that part. That's his 206,012.46.
It should be above. If he just go to one day, I want to see what he makes. At the very top, it should tell you.
So there he
is.
This is one day, and then day two, it goes from 260 to 509. So he's making like he's making like 260, 259, something like that.
Wow.
259 in just one day here. And then it goes from day two to day three, goes from 509 to 758, 758. Yeah, this is crazy. This is the amount of Vulcan. And if he has, let's see what this is. 260 and 509. 260 and 509. So 509 minus 260 equals 249. So let's see together how much one rebase is gonna be for Brian. Okay, let's see what that is, everybody. And the price is at what? Give me a price, guys.
50.
$50.
Yeah.
It's at $50. That's it. He's got 249 from his first day of rebase. The price has hit 50, which means just his rebase has given him $12,450.
I think I hurt my shoulder on that.
I got a cramp.
I don't even want to tell you guys if it's like 300. What do you think? Let's go 300.
No.
I don't want to tell you, but I'm going to. Oh, I did the wrong
It's
thing.
negative. He owes money.
Oh, he owes money now.
money,
He
yeah.
owes money to the market.
He owes money, yeah. It's what's wrong here? Why am I doing it?
He really owes money.
Yeah, clear it
Oh,
out.
I keep on hitting the what's it called? That's why I'm hitting this problem is being added to, so I don't want that. So let me go 249. I'll just clear it out. 249. And Brian, we have hit $300 on day one.
Bam.
You have $74,700.
Yo.
Brian's gonna be like, boom. I'm
Gotta
out.
love him. And that should encourage everybody though in the group and community.
Yeah.
Like Brian's doing it right there with us. So when he's he announced the vesting, he's a part of that too. You know,
Yeah, he's stuck with us, ride or die.
Yep. And Plan B and the rest of the team, they're all with us in it. They have to make decisions that's best for the blockchain, but evidently it would be a really good decision if Brian didn't do any kind of vesting because he's got a lot of Vulcan.
Come on, guys. The dude showed his license on live.
I know.
He's down with us. He ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. That's right. He's going to the bank. That's where he's going.
Exactly.
So Paulie over here with his amount, I just had him up there, but where was it? Joseph
I don't know what happened.
Macaulay. I'm sorry, I said Paulie. 660 means that Joseph is going to have $6.11 based on 25 million. And when we move this up, let's see how long it takes before Joseph is going to get $100 a day.
Remove his comment. Remove his comment.
remove that
Oh, sorry, guys.
There you
Thanks
go.
for telling me though, because I'll do that and then I won't know. And then
Mhm.
because I'll do that without when I don't have guests on, and I do it and then I watch it later. I'm like, no
I've
one can
seen
see,
that
no one can
before.
see anything.
Like, what is
Mr.
DP doing?
Worldwide's
Yeah.
like,
He's lying to them. He's lying to them.
Look, where are we gonna get to? When did we get to $100? Let's get to it.
380. Nope.
Hold on. 405. Boom. 410 million.
wow.
And Joseph, at 410 million a day, we're going to be hanging around there sometime around, October, November, December. We should be at around 410 easily per day. So this is just in time for Christmas. You're taking your $100.16, and you're taking you go ahead and get some more Christmas presents for the kids and the wife. But then you settle back down after Christmas and you go back to $3,046.53 a month, picking up an extra $36,558.40. That is going to help out a whole heck of a lot in the house, isn't it? $36,000 extra.
Yep.
That's going to help. That's going to help out a lot right there.
That's a year's worth for some people's income. So
Yeah.
man.
Well, this is the year for him, but it's just because of he's still working, he's still doing what he needs to do, but he's picking up a spare. It's $36,558, Leon,
I'm
right?
telling you, it's a life-changing thing. I mean, you could go on some nice vacations, get some extra things, pay for a daughter's wedding, pay for some college. You can do all kinds of things. It'll be helpful.
But I do want to put this out there too. Don't forget, you got to pay taxes on this when you're getting it out. So just make sure you pay your taxes.
That's right.
Yeah, I would recommend paying estimated taxes too, because I wouldn't wait till the whole year. I'd pay every month or every quarter, pay your estimated taxes.
Mm-hmm.
GMX Crypto, I'm going to get back to you in a second. Let me just read Legendary Bastard's super chat first. He says, many are going to have the best Christmas of their life in 2023 with Vulcan. Finally, no more wrapped instant noodles for me. There you go.
Nice.
Legendary Bastard. Good to know, my brother. So there you go. There goes GMX Crypto says, hey, try 22,100 Vulcan. Thanks. No selling hodl rebase. So listen, you can take some of this right here, bro. You take 5% of that, which would be let's see, 20. What is it? 22,000.1. Is that what it is?
Yep.
22,100 times 0.05 means that you're going to get 1,105 that you could play around with. If you want to sell it because we shoot up, then take that money, bro. You're still going to have over 21,000 even if you did that. But let's just go ahead and say no selling. You're not going to sell anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to sell anything. What is it? 21. What did he say? 21.1 thousand.
22.1.
Yeah.
22.1. I'm sorry. 22.1
comment with you with that. I say GMX been posting that on the comment like. Just,
he's got quite a few of them.
Oh, he wanted me to do it a while ago.
Yeah, he's been like, please,
bro. I'm sorry,
please,
man.
bro.
You got to super chat that bad boy. You got enough money. You got 21,000, bro. Come on, 22,000. I mean,
we were all all confused by Brian's stuff. We were all.
Yeah.
Well, what we have here already is an incredible amount for this gentleman. You could see that if we were at 410 million per day, he's making $1.2 million a year, bro.
Golly, you're my best friend.
$102,000 a month. But my goodness, where would he be happy? Let's see. If we were at $5 million a day, he's still making, bro. Like, that's crazy.
That's
per month, okay?
Payments.
Let's see what happens. Let's try to get this number to where does he want to be per month? Where does he want to be? I'm sorry, per day. GMX Crypto, where do you want to be per day, brother? What are you looking at? You think you'd be happy with $500, $1,000? Let's say he's going to be happy at $1,000. It's like super high roller, and he's like, I can't do this unless I'm getting $1,000 a day. When are we going to get there? We're getting there rapidly.
Close.
Oh my goodness, look at this. At $1,022 per day at only $125 million in volume, bro. He's sitting pretty right now, right, guys?
Yep. That
My
is
goodness.
31K a month. That's you guys sure y'all have all these coins, man? Because I feel like a noob now. Like I don't even have this big bag. Y'all got
Well, let's see what you have, Leon. Tell me how much you have.
Leon, you don't want
I
to know
got
how
like
much I have.
1,547.
You have
Hey,
1,547?
Yeah.
That's a
No,
nice.
Oh my
74,
goodness,
my
that's
bad, 74.
fantastic, bro.
That's a nice size
74,
bag.
1,574. My bad.
What is it?
1,574.
74, bro. You just went up 30. There you go.
There you
Okay,
go.
so look,
at you. You
So look,
rebased.
1,574, bro. You're gonna be doing fantastic. That's a great bag, bro. Brian, you
Yeah,
see
I
that?
love it. I love my bag.
Look, man, you need where do we need to get for Leon to be at 100? Where's it gonna be? Any bets?
100.
Any bets? This is going up by 5 million every time I hit it. What do you guys have? 200 million, 205, 220,
225.
195,
185.
185.
Yeah.
185.
Almost there.
Oh, you're right.
It's actually 175. It's actually almost there at 170.
Good.
But
Good.
175 puts you at 101 per day, bro. That's fantastic.
Nice.
It gets you $37,000 a year. You got a great bag, bro.
I'm going to the strip clubs.
That's right. We're going to make it rain. You know why? Because this is what's going to happen. Boom. We're going all the way to Protonomics. Boom. When we're at $1 billion a day, bro, you're making $17,000 a month.
Look at that.
Almost 18,000, really.
There you go. Investment money.
He said that my bag is small, bro. Come
He
on.
said I'm going to a strip club.
Yeah. Of
You
course.
totally forgot about Forex, huh, Leon?
Huh?
You forgot about Forex. You go straight to the strip
Oh
club.
yeah, I'm going Forex.
I fly a bus. I'll get to you in a second, bro. You should have super chatted it. Look what happens. Kelly Productions gets preferential treatment over you, bro.
There you
That's what
go.
happens. 6,350, right? 6,350. Let's do it. 6,350. What does Kelly Productions want? 6,350. What does he want per day? Oh my goodness, $582, or I'm sorry, $2,350 per day at $1 billion. We went all the way to the top. $71,000 a month though.
Wow.
$885,078.50 per year. Down here at 465 million, you're still doing phenomenally well with just under $400,000. Down here where we're going to begin at, which is like 80 million, 50 to 100 million, you're still making $5,720 a month, guys.
That's great, man.
This is extra money for you, man. But when it gets up here, you're going to be living large, right? So you're going to be like, yeah, this is, but right here where we're going to be to begin, like somewhere around 75 million, bro, he's still making a spare $64,000 a year.
That's why I say volume.
You're
Volume,
right,
bro. Volume.
You've got a question in the chat from Adam 2010. He wants to know what is it that you're showing and can you explain it?
Adam 2010. This is the one of the Vulcan calculators. The Vulcan blockchain is going to be coming out in the second quarter of this year. We're hoping for it to be on May 1st, right? But it's probably going to be sometime between May 1st and June. Sometime there, we're going to release. And our Vulcan, as you can see here, before it's even released, is priced at $9. That's what this is. What it's going to come out at. If you're interested in something like this, it's most likely because of what you're seeing here, which is this calculator, and it shows how much you can generate in income, passive income, just by simply holding this. And what I mean by that is, if you were to come in and buy 1,000 of them on day one, you gotta act quick because this number is going to be this number $9. It's going to go higher, a lot higher on day one because of the excitement of this. But let's just say that you want to buy 1,000, no matter what the cost is. You say, I have enough. I'm going to buy 1,000. You end up getting 1,000 of them. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's all I need you to know. You could buy whatever you want. I'm just giving you this as an example. If you get your hands on 1,000, that means that this is your percentage that you own of this many coins. Our circulating supply as holders is 27,043,144. The circulating supply of everything is 60,043,144, I think, something like that. Or it's around 60 million, and only 60 million. And that's going to be going down because we have a burn mechanism called the fire pit that makes our coins go down. But while that's all happening, we have what's called the flex pool, which is what we're looking at here on the screen. And we get to generate income with this without ever adding to this supply right here. This is going to dwindle as time goes by, but we get to take coins and add it to our wallet without it ever being minted. It's a beautiful, beautiful setup. So if you were to have 1,000 coins at some time in the future, that means that you own 0.003702. If we were to have 75,
take out his comment.
What's that?
Take out his comment so he can see it.
Yeah, his
You
comment.
know, DP, we gotta remind you all the time.
Oh, take out his comment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying check out his comment.
No,
All right,
no.
I'm sorry about that. Now
There
you
you
guys, let's get back to it. This is what you got. This is at 75 million in volume, right? So let's go down to like 45 million in volume. You own 1,000. Your percentage is this right here. It's still going to stay this. No matter what you want in holding this coin is for this number to be as high as possible. All these numbers you want it to be there. So this is at 50 million. That means that you're getting $18 a day, $18.51 a day, which is going to equal $6,756 per year and 15 cents, right? But it gets better, right? Because this is only at 50 million. If we start getting up there to, like more like what blockchains are doing, which is like, here, like 245, 145, 575, 385, or even $1 billion, you could see if we get to $1 billion and you're still holding on to this sometime in the future, a year and a half later, we're hitting $1 billion days every single day. That means that you're taking home $370 worth of Vulcan, which is equivalent to $41 or 41.13 Vulcan if the price was $9. But this is the best part about this also, okay? This right here is $9. Now, what I want you to keep it, I'm gonna bring this down to a more beginning like number. This is gonna, so 135 million means that you're picking up an extra $18,000 a year. This is where we're gonna be for like the first few months, maybe 6 months, maybe even 7 to 8 months. We're gonna be like in the 135 million, 180 million, 155, somewhere around there. So we're at 140 now. You're picking up $51.83. It's giving you an extra almost 19,000. But look what happens here. What's the guy's name again?
Adam.
Watch what happens here. I'm going to bring this to just $1. It went down to $1. You still are getting $51.83 worth of Vulcan because this volume is what counts at 140 million. Now, remember, I changed the price to $1, but you're getting 51, but watch what happens. The price is $1. Now, from 140, we're going up 300 million. Now you're getting $111.06. The price is still $1. If I made it $100 million per Vulcan, you're still getting $111, and because it doesn't matter what the price is. This is what you want. This right here. Now, if we get up to those crazy numbers up here, $1 billion, you're making $370 in Vulcan per day, and that equals 135,123. And by the way, this is just one of the ways that you could make money, because as you can see, this is another way. You own 1,000. After 1 day, you're going to own 1.2057547 Vulcan. Why? Because it rebased. And one Vulcan, a little over one Vulcan went in there because we're rebasing at 0.12%. Whatever you own, which is this 1,000, you're going to get 0.12% of that added to your wallet as a rebase. Now that is not coming out of the supply like that flex pool that I was just showing you is. That's not coming out of there. That's actually being minted and put into your wallet. So it's a brand new coin or part of a coin. But in this case, it's a brand new 1.20 coin right here. See, that's how much you got in there. But then the next day, it goes in just a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more. You have now 1,000, and you can keep this growing every day that goes by. It just keeps on adding to your wallet. And let's say that you do that. You don't sell any of these. The only thing that you do every day is you take this. Cash this out. We're at $1 billion a day, or we're at 265 million a day, and you take this and you sell that. and you cash that out, and you just let this grow if you wanted to. You just keep on growing all the way throughout the year. You can see how it's just going to double. It's not going to double your bag, but it's going to basically go at 55.27% APY is what that ends up happening, because they do rebase and they do compound. So the power of compound is one of the ways you make money. The flex, what I just demonstrated to you, is how you make money, and then also the rebase is how you make money on this. Okay, you have 1,000.
Game changer.
Yeah.
The flex pool is amazing. Then you go here. This is a fourth way to make money, and this is called the power pool. And what happens with this is what we were just looking at. This flex pool. Everybody's not gonna. They're all not gonna do it. They're like, people are just not gonna do it. Right? It's just the way it is. So if we took that and said, okay, we figure about 50% will do it. Definitely, 50% will do it. What ends up happening is a power pool forms. All the leftover that was not claimed goes into what's called the power pool, the power pool wallet. And then once a month, if you've claimed every single day, the last calculator we just looked at, you have to do it 30 days in a row. You have to do it every single day. If you do it every single day, you get to participate in what's called the power pool. And because that has now built up to, let's just say, 200,000, right? If it was $9 per Vulcan, you would get $63.27 from that. But this 200,000 is we're calling this $10 million. If it was $10 million, that means that these are actually $50. And look what happens to how much you're making. Now you're making $351. In addition to all those things that you were picking up all those days, now you're making another $351. So that's the
Daniel, how much is that per year for the 12 months? 351.50 times 12. How much is that for him if it was to stay at $50 for a whole year?
If we did that, well, this is the powerful. So we would do this times 12.
Yep.
What that would bring him an extra $4,218.
Look at that.
Nice.
Just from the power pool alone. Now it gets crazier though, Adam, because if this even if this was to stay there, but the price went up to $101, now you're getting $710. If it goes up to $145, now you're getting $1,119 from this pool. This is not even moving, but if this is moving, that means this is moving. Go ahead, Leon.
Oh no, I was just saying 12,000 a year right there.
Yep.
Extra
just from the power pool.
Yeah. And
if this thing hits $1,000, you're getting $7,030 just from this example. And now this is going to change because if this is 300,000 in there instead of 200,000, this is going to probably take a year to get to this point. You're looking at $10,540 because the price is $1,000. But then if we bring it down here to like 57, you're still getting 600. This is 174. You get 1,800. 291 is 3,067. $52 is $548. So that's what this is. Hopefully that answered your question. Those are the 4 ways to make money, by the way. The 5th way is price action. If the price goes up, you make money. There's 5 ways to make money on this coin.
We have a lot of comments. So if you guys want your comments to be known first, please send a super chat so we can get straight to it, because there is a ton of comments on there that is just going.
Yeah,
so, send a super chat so we can see it first, and Daniel will get right to it, man.
Yeah,
so
I know
everyone's excited about this and they want to know more and more. So this is awesome.
There goes Community TV. Thank you, Leon, for reminding everybody about the super chats, because that does help the channel and also gets your point across. Community TV with 2 super chats. One of them came out with the actual super chat. Let's do 1716. 1716. I'll get rid of the comment, guys.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I know. 1716 is what who was that again? That was Community TV. Community TV was 1716. Let's say a year from now, Community TV, it gets to the 300,000 power Vulcan in there. You're looking at $940.16 from this take, and the price is at $52. If it goes to 238, you're taking $4,303.04. if it's at 121. These are big, gigantic payouts for you guys. And I know people are going to be thinking they're going to get scared. Like, what happens when people sell these? This is $2,187.68. It's
We're
not
seeing your
2
share.
billion. It's like just 2,000. People could sell that. It's not going to do anything. What'd you say, Chris?
We're not seeing your share.
Oh, you're not seeing my share. I'm sorry, guys. I should have done that. You guys,
He's
Leon,
hiding it all for himself. You see that?
what are you doing,
Leon,
bro?
what's wrong?
You were supposed to
He's
tell
doing
me,
it too
Leon.
much.
That's your job. Look, 1716 at 300 in there, 300,000. This is like a year from now, and we're at 121, 116. You're getting $2,097, bro. Community TV, that's fantastic. That's with 116. You think we can get there? Of course. $77 means you're getting 1,392. If we go all the way to $1 billion, you're getting 18,000 from this pool if it were to get to that point, right? So that is absolutely spectacular. Community TV. Let's go over now to the Flex calculator, though. See what's going to happen daily for you. I'm sure that Community TV wants to get $1,000 or $100 a day, right, guys? So let's say this is at 25 million. Means that he's getting $15.88 because he owns 0.06353%. All right. This is the value of what he holds, and it's at $9, right? If I change this is going to be the number. We'll leave it at $9 because it really doesn't matter for this. We want this to be it, right? Community TV at 55,000. We're at 34. So let's play the game, fellas. Where we're going to be at 65,000.
275.
What is it?
275.
275 to get to 100. What about you, Leon? $100 a day is all we need.
260.
What is it?
260.
260.
$1.
Hey, I just got back in. I just heard 275, so I'm going for 260.
Oh man, look, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're at 120. MellaFella, you never put your bet in.
I didn't put my bet in.
Oh, it's too late, bro. Too late.
Too late.
160. 160. Both of you guys are over. Boom,
Way
boom, boom. Wow.
Golly.
All we need to do is get to $160 million a day, Community TV, and you're making $101 a day, bro, bringing in $37,000 for the year and $3,000 for the month. That's absolutely spectacular. Outstanding, right?
That's great,
unbelievable. Let me see. Nobody else came in with a super chat, but there goes Daryl Everett. He's got 92,000.
Wow.
This is Chris. This is Chris Cruz, brother or something, twin.
Right.
Chris Cruz has 92,000. So let's do Daryl Everett. 92,000. Everybody. My goodness, that's spectacular.
I think Daryl was replying to HN. They asked how many Vulcan I had.
Okay, that's all right. We'll do Chris Cruz then. So this is how much he has at $9. Chris, right here on the screen with us, has $828,000 worth of Vulcan. In one day, Chris is going to rebase from. Well, actually, we can already see here he's rebasing 110.9 in one day. Wow. And then the next day he's going to go from that to 92,221. So like these huge bags are going to be making out like a bandit. In order to rebase at 1 per epoch, if anybody didn't know, it means you need 88,000. So you can see Chris is well above that. 88,000 means that you get 1 Vulcan per epoch, and we do it 96 times a day, every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, Chris here is getting more than just 1 Vulcan. He's getting more than 1 Vulcan every time we do an epoch. Isn't that crazy? Because 88,000 is what you need to get 96 per day, and then that means one per epoch, which is great. Yep. So congratulations to Chris. And now we're down here. You can see at 160 million, Chris is picking up $5,449.71, which is equal to almost $2 million a year. Wow. Chris, congratulations, bro.
That's the point I was trying to make with that. This is how I came about this.
Yeah.
When everybody was talking about price by 1,000 by Christmas, and I was like, that can be. But if you look at the calculator put my info in there, I'm a multi-millionaire by the time it even gets there from just Flex.
Yep.
From just Flex.
Just
Yeah,
Flex.
just Flex.
And Chris never has to worry about the price either. Nobody
No.
ever does when it
No,
comes to
never.
the Flex. It's down to $1. Chris is still getting 1.9 million.
Yep.
Per year.
Everybody can, the price can go wherever it wants. The Flex is where I'm at.
Because this is what counts, everybody. This right here, this is the volume per day. Now watch how this changes. Now Chris is well off already. He's a very wealthy guy. He's going to be okay with no matter what happens here. So this is 45 million. He's still getting 559,000. Now we move up to 240 million. He's now at nearly 3 million.
Wow.
Instead of 2 million, he's nearly 3 million. When we go to 330, he's over 4 million. 510 million means that Chris is taking home $6,340,000 per year.
Insane.
Absolutely outstanding. That is amazing.
Now
I'm
you
so
know
happy for
why
you.
I say that my bags and my crypto are all for my kids because I'll be living off Flex.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
Leon's ready for a doctor.
Daddy, thank you, Daddy.
I love you.
Leon, you're my man.
Hey, Dan, you got a super chat from Noah.
Yeah.
He wants to know what 4018 would look like.
Oh, where's the super chat?
That's
Oh, and
nice.
Saeed's in the
Yeah.
house too, bro.
Saeed's here. Nice. Let's do 4018 from Noah. And then we have a couple more down there that are after this. 4018. That's a spectacular bag, if I might say so myself.
Yeah, that's a good bag to have.
4018. Now, the price is at $1, but we have 510 million. I'm going to guess. Let me see. I'm going to say that this means that that's going to bring in, I'm going to say, like $2,300.
I feel like it's more.
Darn it. It's $758. That's still
daily.
pretty good, though.
Monthly.
That's per day. That's pretty darn good.
That's
Monthly,
that's
yeah.
per day. I'm saying, yeah,
Good.
per day. Like
wait,
monthly is
wait.
bringing in
Monthly, yeah.
23,000, bro.
Daniel,
Woo.
he just put in there. He's a full node earner too.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, go
so
up
that
there.
means that did you count the 1,050 in this right here? Because if you didn't, you actually own more because the node also rebases and it also has that Vulcan. You still claim from that 1,050 from the node.
I think he says most of it being from a full node. So I think it's inclusive of that.
Okay.
4018.
So then that's included. So that's what you have. Now after this,
Okay, it's all there. He says yes, it's all there.
okay, so this what you want to do is you want to use this to take this as passive income. When we come down here, I'm like, first of all, you can already see that at 65 million. So at 70, between 65 and 70 million, that's where you need to be in order to get $100 a day and then have 3,000 per month and then 38,000 per year, right? So that's a good place to start. You want to hold on to this and then let this continue to grow via this, the rebase. Because when that happens, let's say a year goes by, a year has gone by, you've not sold anything, you've only sold your flex. You've only sold your flex. That's all you've done. Now the amount that you're picking up is equal to 58,929 instead of 38,000.
Wow.
And you're picking up $4,910 per month because all you did throughout this entire time was you cashed out this and you cashed out Power Pool. You cashed out this and you cashed out Power Pool.
Yeah,
Everything
show
else you were just letting rebase.
Yeah, show
right?
the couple. So he's making at least $5K a month off of the flex. So how much will he be making a month off of the Power Pool?
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're going to go to that now. We're going to go to the same example that we've been using.
Mhm.
Now, this is after a year, but let's go with what he has now so that he knows what he's going to be getting now.
Mhm.
We go to the Power Pool. The Power Pool, we put in that amount, 4,018, and we have 200,000 in there. This is $10 million worth for a Power Pool. One Power Pool is at 10 million as an example, but that 200,000 Vulcan, that in order for it to equal 10 million, this needs to be at $50. But you can see at $9, you're picking up an extra $254. But if we bring this over to $50, you get an extra $1,411 from this power
That's
pool,
insane.
which is 1,411 times 12. Just from the power pool alone, you're picking up another $17,292.
It's nice.
Pretty darn good, man.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good. By the way, if this gets to like here, $130, it's an extra $3,669.90.
That's
Amazing.
insane.
That's not bad at all.
That's insane.
I like it a lot.
Dino Rex Gaming did a super chat also, and so did Saeed.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you-
Saeed is like you guys don't want to know.
I
how
want
much
you to know his
is.
numbers.
He's like
He wants
Brian
you to do
Lesnar.
his
We just
third
did
wall.
Brian, just like amazing. So
Yeah.
Dino Rex Gaming has 511, but I'm buying $20,000 worth of Vulcan once we launch. I hope I get it at 9. Wow, that's
I hope you do
outstanding.
too.
You know who else is doing that? Live Freedom. Live Freedom
Mm.
is going to buy like $20,000 worth
I
on
hope they
day one, no
all
matter what
get
the
in
price
at
is.
9.
She's just
I
going to
hope
hit
they-
it and let it go, whatever it is, Chris.
Yeah, just get it. Get it.
So 511, let's do it.
511 still good too.
This is Dino Rex Gaming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dino Rex Gaming. Let's see what 511. What do we need to get to volume wise to get to $100 a day? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, let's do the power pool first. So it's 511. We have 2 million. If it gets to $130, you're looking at $466 for this pool. This is based on $10 million though. So let's get to $50. You're getting $179.50. So that's spectacular. That's the no calculator. Let's go to the flex. What was it? 511? Something like that? 518?
511.
511. What's going to happen here is at 25 million, you're picking up $4.73 a day, which is only 25 million though, which is $1,726 a year. But then when we get to this, let's see how much is it going to take. Now we're looking at like what you guys guessed before, 260 million. That's probably where it's going to need to be.
Let's see. Daniel's right. That's what I was
average 260 to 300
Oh,
million.
no,
It's
look,
more. What?
265 million is bringing in $50.14. It means that it needs to get to for $100 a day.
Oh,
$530 million a day brings you $36,602 a year, Dino Rex Gaming. That's all you need to do. By the way, this is only without anything rebasing. A year from now, if you just took this and cashed it out, now you have 793, which means that we only need to be at a year from now. If you just rebased and cashed out your flex and that's it, we just need to be at 340 to get just under $100 a day, bringing in 36,000. So that's $340 million a day. When we're in that area daily, you can expect to get this, and you can expect to start making this per month, and you can expect to start making this per year. But when we get all the way to $1 billion, though, you're getting $293 a day, which is equal to $107,054.50, $8,921.21.
Yeah.
And all of that happens while this doesn't matter. Even if it's down to $1, like I've told you guys before, this stays the same.
I wonder what it.
So I can't wait for it to get to $1 billion for you. Go ahead.
So what would it be if they're going to put in 20,000 USD on launch?
Yeah,
that would be with what they have.
If they bought it at 20, if they bought 20,000, let's say that they get to 20,000 at $9, that means that they would have an additional 2,222. Well, let's say that they don't get it at exactly 9, right? So it's two. How much is it? They said 20,000.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say that they get it at like 19, right? Because it's like hot and everyone's buying it right away. You're still getting $1,000 52. So at 9, you're getting 2,222, but you're still getting over 1,000 if you get in under $20, right?
Mm.
If you get it at 20, it's probably going to be exactly 1,000. Let me see, 20,000. Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Divided by if you get it at 20, you're getting exactly 1,000. So try to get it as quickly as possible. The faster you're, like, I'm talking like you got to be like the nodes. You guys remember when we bought the nodes? When I was saying everyone had to be right on top of their button as soon as it lights up.
I was trying to buy that.
You got to be there like that to get this at somewhere under $20. I'm telling you. And if you do that, Dino Rex Gaming, then that shoots up from 511 to 1,511 at the very least, because I would expect that you'll get it under $20 if you hit the button as soon as it lights up. Okay, so try to do that. All right.
Saeed has a super chat. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he's got third wallet with 7,350, but he wants Protonomics involved in this. So let's do it.
There we go.
7,350. He wants a little Protonomics action. All right, let's do it. So let me see. we gotta bring this down to 0.
We gotta reset everything for him.
Yeah. What was it? 3,000.
7,350.
7,350 to $66,000 bag. A very nice bag. This is like Greek. This is Greek. Greek has the same exact amount right here, like somewhere around 7,350. So this is Greek also. Saeed, the price is $1. So even with $1, though, we're going to do the same example. We have $0 in volume, but let's see. 5,000 means that he's getting $13.61. 10,000 is 27. What does it take to get him to 100?
40 million.
40 million, and only 40 million gets him 3,310. This is gonna be gas for his Lambo.
Yeah, he
right
just
here.
Lambo
Then,
gas.
but in order to get him to the big time numbers, let's do it. Let's go to 500 million per day. Saeed is already at a mere $41,000 per month and $496,000 a year. With 1,360 coming in, we go all the way to 1,000. Boom! Look at that, $2,721 a day, because we're making $1 billion a day in volume, giving him 82,000 per month, $993,000. Unbelievable. Now we're gonna get to the real deal, the power pool. The real deal is the power pool calculator, which is always going to be exciting. Saeed, again, is with 7,350. We're going to have 200,000 in there, but they're not $50, guys. They're not $50.
Okay.
They're $412.
Oh.
Nice.
And it's $21,275 for Saeed. And then we have $905. It's $46,000. And if we get all the way to 1,000 on Christmas, Saeed is celebrating Christmas at 51,640 for $1 billion, or for $1,000 Vulcan with only 200,000 in there. By the way, this won't be in there. It'll probably be more like 280 in there, right? So I gotta actually have to start from the beginning. This calculator doesn't ever let you write in between, you know?
Come on.
It's gonna be more like this.
Come on, fix this.
72,000 if we have more like what it's going to be in there, which is around 280, between 250 and 280. He's got 72,000. All right. Now let's take it one step further for Saeed, because I love him so much. We're going to go to the Power Pool Simulator.
Oh, here
We're
we
going to
go.
go to the Power Pool
We haven't
Simulator.
gone there yet.
That's right. So this is we're now months into this. Let's pretend it's Christmas. The price is going to hover between $950 and $1,000 All right. That's where we are. That means that we're picking up like, I want to say $1 billion. That's what we're picking up. But like, I'm talking, when I say picking up, I'm talking about the volume for the day. So So, but let's just keep it at no, actually, let's pretend that it is this because he wants Protonomics, right? So that's what that's what I'm going to give him. So that means that unclaimed, if we do 50% as the high, that means that $5 million was not claimed on the high end, right? And on the low end, that means that 4 million was not picked up. So 50 to 60% of us have done it all month long, and you can see what happens. The price is traveling from, this is the beginning of December. It's at 956, then 975, then 961. But you can see all of these Vulcan that are not at all being picked up. So 5,150 are didn't get picked up that day. The next day it's 4,000. It keeps on doing it all over and over and over again. It simulates the entire month for us, which is fantastic. Looks like we end up with $990.54. But you can see that with this, the power pool size is going to be 173,000, 25.8. Now, what was it? 990. He's got, how much was it again? Oh, I didn't put that in there. 7,350.
Yeah.
So now at the price that it is, you could already see that this is at down here at $82. He's already picking up 2,901, but we're not down here. The simulator said we're between 950 and 1,000.
Oh yeah.
So we'll go to the very end. Watch what happens here, Chris. Protonomics.
Whoa, Protonomics.
That's right.
I love that.
And then we go all the way up to this, which is 950 is the low. He's picking up 33,601 for 950, which is the low. We did go up to 990 though. This goes in fives or no, let me see.
Yeah,
it goes in 25.
25. Yeah.
So at 975, he's at 34,000. If we get to 1,000, he's picking up 35,000 from this wallet alone, from this one power pool, $35,370 because he owns 7,350, and there was all these unclaimed Vulcan, but we've got so much volume that it's still accumulated, even at the price of 950 to 1,000. It's still accumulated all this Vulcan, and then his share of that, because he owns so much, which is 7,350.
Wait,
at 0.02.
Keep going, Daniel. You got to see the next slider.
Yes. Then after this, if we keep going, Saeed, we're now in the year 2027, and we're at 2,000 beyond Protonomics. This is the Protonomics slider. This is Protonomics, and then this is beyond Protonomics right here.
What?
Yeah. But you have to get there first. Like it's not going to be there until you get there. You're like, wait, what if it gets to 2,000? Oh, there we go. If we're at $2,000 by this time, Saeed is picking up 70,000, and then it gets crazy. It gets absolutely nuts. 141,000 if we're at 4,000. 6,500. He's getting 229,000.
Lord have mercy.
And that's why Saeed said when Brian did his AMA, Saeed was like, I'm not selling my bag. I'm just going to live off a flex. And now you guys see it. Everyone sees it now. Why Saeed's just going to live off of the flex? Well,
he did say in the chat that he didn't. He said, I probably don't need to mention my second wallet.
Golly. Yeah. He skipped the second and went to third. You didn't even need to mention the second wallet. You just say third, so we knew that you had the second wallet already. It's probably like 10,000, 20,000 in there.
This is it. Let's go all the way to the end. 15,000. This is the year 2027, right? And it's 15,000 now. Saeed's picking up over $500,000 from this one power pool.
Golly.
By the way, by that time, there's going to be a lot more than 136,000 in there.
Yeah,
this is just from 1 month. But just to give you guys an example of if there's only 136,000 in there, but they're each $15,000, That means that his share of that is $530,000 and $530,400 even.
Wow.
How about that?
Hey, you know, Daniel, I saw a comment in there saying, "How about someone with 63? Like, let's go with someone with who has a smaller bag, like 63 coins."
63.
Relaxation
Yeah,
plan.
let's see what they can do with 63.
Well,
63. Let's see what we need to get to first of all to get to $100. That's what we need to figure out first. So they have 63, which is, I mean, this is we're at 25 million, so they're picking up 58 cents on 25 million because it's low. Now at 30 million, let's see how long it takes before we get to there. Are we gonna get there? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
All right,
$1 billion means that you're getting $23 a day with your Vulcan. All right, which is equal 8,540. That's still pretty good though.
But
they're gonna have to hold though. See what happens after they hold for a year.
Yeah. After they've held for a year though, that is now turned into 97, and then that. And by the way, this is just holding your rebates, guys. This is just holding your rebates. It has nothing to do with if you sell these, you can sell these. But if you hold your rebates, now you have 97 after one entire year. That means that you're picking up now on $1 billion days $36, and now you're picking up instead of 8,000, you're picking up $13,213. So $1,101 a month.
So if it's at
could be a lot for that
million,
person. I don't know.
Like at 200-300 million conservatively, where would they be claiming? How much would they be claiming conservatively at 200-300 million?
That means that they are claiming at $205,007.42.
And that's still good. You're still making $225 a month, so that's still good.
Yeah, and you're picking up 2,708 a year, 225. I mean, you know, this
better
is
than a savings account. That's what I always say. That's
Wise Choice Money says 145 Vulcans start buying $10 a day till 25 till December 25th, huh?
Next year.
$10 a day, but that's a tough one though. Wise Choice Money, because I don't know what the price is going to be.
I
right,
think
but that's
also, like if you have 125 and the price stays steady at $10 a day all the way till Christmas.
Okay,
well, but that's not Christmas of this year.
Yeah. Next
that's
year.
a full year from now.
Yeah.
Well, a full
but
year.
No, he has the date on there as 12/25/24. So it is this Christmas. But if he bought 145 Vulcan,
With a
start buying at $10 a day.
It's not this Christmas. We're in 2023.
Yeah, next year. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I read that.
It's
wrong
like a year and 8 months from now.
Yeah. So I guess he wants to know if it stays steady. At $10.
Yeah, I couldn't. A year and a half from now, dude, Daniel might be right. It might be at 10,000 by then. I don't know.
I mean, it could be super duper high, but I'm just wondering what their question is though. Are they trying to buy 145?
No, I think he's saying at 145. They start at 145 coins.
Okay.
And the price stays steady at $10 all the way till next year. How much would they receive?
Okay.
Off of the flex. I think
let's go to the regular calculator for that because we need to do that. It's 238 days from 5/1 to Christmas. 238 days from 5/1 to Christmas. But then we have another entire year, and then we're at Christmas. So that's 603 days. And they wanted to buy $10 a day.
No. I'm thinking he's saying the buying price is $10 for Vulcan. Like he invested 145, and I think he wants to know how much it is if it stays consistently at $10 with $145 Vulcans.
Oh, I thought So how much does it rebase out to?
Yeah, how much it rebase out to? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's easy because we have that calculator.
Yep.
He's got another super chat.
Okay. Let's just look to see what it is real quick. That's here. You can go to the vulcancalculator.com to figure this out. That's a compound calculator. Excuse me. He has got 145.
Yep.
And the amount of days that I said is 603. So we needed to do that anyway, Leon, the 603.
You take
Yeah.
the super chat down. It's hiding your screen.
Come on, DP.
Sorry, there you go. Now we're at 603. We got to change it to 0.12. All right. So that's our daily interest that we're getting on 145. In 603 days, that means that you're going to end up with 298.84.
Okay, he's got a lot more super chats now, DP. So
Okay.
you might have to read that. Like,
Okay. Let's get to it. Well, Dino Rex Gaming. I'll come back to you in a second, Dino. I have 145. If I buy 300 a month, how much would I? So $300 a month. It depends.
yeah,
Wise choice money, because it could be one. If it gets to 300, you have to understand that buys one.
yeah,
Right. So it depends on what the price is. If it's $10, that means you buy 30.
yep.
But if it's 300, you buy one. So it just depends on the price. I don't know what that's going to be though. Buying $10 a day for 600 for 603 days. If we did that times 10.
Yeah,
then
and you're right,
spending-
DP. The market fluctuates. So yeah, the price of Vulcan could be at $50, or it could be at $10. So yeah, $10 a day. If you're buying $10 a day, we really can't give you an accurate amount of how much coins you're going to get for Vulcan.
Yeah. Because it's going to change, and it's most likely going to be far above $10. That's just my opinion, though. But as you could see, without doing anything, though, you're gonna get to 400, or what is that, 298, just by holding it. But buying $10 a day, though, wise choice money, is still going to be a good move, because that's just called dollar cost averaging, right? That's all that is. And then you're gonna bring the amount of money each one in your wallet that you hold they could still go up. The more you get, the more the less it costs you, because you're dollar cost averaging in there. So I hope that helps. This is Dino Rex Gaming says, I have 60,000 more euros. I'm going in with 60,000 euros instead.
How much is euros?
That's like
USD.
The dollar. It's like for every $1, it's like $1.10.
$1.10
or $1.05. Like it's worth a little bit more than the dollar. Yeah. And like the British pound, though, that's like $1.60, and ours is $1.
Okay, yeah.
So every time when they bring back £1 from England and they exchange it here in the United States, they get $1.60 back for every £1 that they give. Yeah. And I think it's somewhere around there. I mean, it could be different now, but the pound is really, really valuable, and the dollar is weak. So
right now, if she was to do this now for 60,000 euros, she would get $64,161.66.
Yeah, because we're 7 cents more than the euro right now.
Right.
I just looked it up.
Yeah, we are more than them.
Yeah, we're more than them. We're $1.07 and they're $1.
Okay, so then our dollar's worth more than the euro.
Yeah, our dollar's worth more. Yeah.
So and this is based on American dollars. This is based on American dollars.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 60,000 euros.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of Vulcan.
Dino trying to really retire ASAP.
Divided by 9, if he were to get in at 9, is 6,666 Vulcan. If he gets it at what was the number we were doing? 60,000. If he gets it at 60,000, if he gets it at 15,
yeah, because the price is gonna jump.
It's gonna be 4,000 of them that he gets. It's gonna jump. That's what I'm saying. 15. I'm talking about second one clickers.
Yep.
You can get it somewhere around here. You might get lucky, get it at 9, but if you get it somewhere like between 9 and 20, that's second one clickers that are gonna get that. Not 30 seconds later or a minute later. Those are gonna be way higher. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like that. So you want to get in there. So second one clicker, if you get it at $20, 60,000 because you clicked on the first second, that means that you're getting 3,000 of them. So you're looking at multiple thousands no matter what, as long as you're a second one clicker. You got to click on that thing as soon as it lights up so you can get as many as you can at the closest you can to $9. All right. If you do that, then you will be you'll be set. But let's start wrapping this up, fellas, because it's now 2 hours and 54 minutes. You guys were absolutely fantastic today. Thank you so much.
And this is brought to you by Milk Duds.
Milk Duds.
Chocolate
makes you thirsty for milk.
So delicious. Ow.
Makes you talk on the internet for 3 hours.
Right?
Let me get Biz ready. The rundown is next, everybody. Final thoughts, Chris.
Accumulate and hold.
Boom. Perfect. How about you there, Leon?
You know, after seeing all this and knowing that the vesting is sorry, I got the milk dud in my mouth.
I should have gone to milk.
I mean, this is great, man, to seeing what the flex can do for us long term.
That's what changed Poodle's mind.
Yeah, and keeping it sustainable. I mean, this is what we needed to see. What we can make the profit off of the flex and the power pool. This definitely encourages more to like, hey, forget about the price action. Just know that every day we're making profit as long as we, you know, use the flex and the power pool, and you're good. Because at the long end, we're all looking for passive income, and this is the right. I feel like this is the right way to go about it. Other people can have a different opinion, but for me, hey, I'm making $3K a month if it hits 300 million transactions, so I'm good, and it's doable. It's doable.
It absolutely is, and all of this that we're looking at that I've just demonstrated is also very doable as well. MellaFella Crypto, what about you, my brother?
I would say, you know, like I said on Pride's channel on last Friday, research, plan, go out here and play with the calculator guys, play with these tools, and come back to these videos that, you know, Prado and others are doing, and ask questions on what you're playing with, right? So you can get your questions answered. So, you know, this is a great opportunity. I'm still excited. Can't wait for the next phase of testnet so we can see how the rebasing and the flexing will work in action. But I would say, again, just keep researching, keep playing with this thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Jason Mercer says, why isn't there a mechanism for big buys at launch, taking all the liquidity and leaving all us holders with nothing? So Jason he just came out from under his rock, everybody, and he's looking out, and he was like, well, I have a question about this. Jason, they did that. It's called the vesting. It's called vesting. Only 5% of what we're gonna. Everybody, Jason, has 5% going into their bag day one. That's it, except for note holders.
That means the big bag holders.
That means even the big bag holders, they can only sell 5% their entire month. But I hope this is making you feel better, Jason Mercer, because I know that you're worried about it. You asked about it twice. See? Jumping dumb. Worried about it. That's not, you know, there's 5% of people, 5% of their Vulcan is what they can sell. Go ahead.
I think what Jason is saying, though, what if we have a whale buyer on day one? Like some whale comes
Fantastic. That's going to make the price spike up, and then they're going to bring it down nowhere near $9. You guys understand that, right?
Right. Yeah, I get that. I think that's what he's
transactions.
I see. So that's what he said. Great point. So what if somebody were to come in and buy it high? First of all, he's got to worry about if he sells it and tries to dump the price down, there's going to be another whale going, thank you so much, brother. And then they're going to take it up, right? So, you know, this is not safe anymore, everybody. This is a different game, a whole different animal. That if that happens, there's going to be other whales out there waiting for him to do that, and they're going to snatch it up. So if he takes a bunch at like $30 or $25 or $15, and it gets up to $50, and he dumps it, and he had all that Vulcan, and he dumps it, somebody else is going to come in and do the same exact thing, and now it's back to $50. And now they're sitting there like, damn it, I had all that Vulcan. Now, if I want to buy again, I got to wait for it to come back down. What if it doesn't come back down? It goes up to 70 and then comes down to 60, right? Now they sold it at 50 though, right? Now it went up to 70 again. Now it came down to 60, 52, 51, 50. Is he going to buy again? Oh, you got to worry about that 5% tax too. And he spent 5% tax. You understand? So this is all going to happen, yes. But there's going to be other people involved that are also going to be playing that game, and it's not going to be fun for those people that try that. Yep. And, in my opinion, there going to be people that do that, MellaFella and Chris and Leon? Of course there's going to be people that do that, and they're going to end up losing. You're 10% out as soon as you open this trade. Yep. 10% out, okay? Right. The only way that you're not is if you're doing this on the central exchange. I understand those people, they don't have to pay taxes, so they might be playing this game there, so they don't have to worry about taxes. And 1% up, and they can cash out and then come back in and all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff can possibly happen, but I think there's going to be too many people buying those dips for them to be able to do that. It's not the same way as it was before. There's going to be more people.
Yeah, and I think Jason forgot to remember that when they're doing all that buying and dumping, the flex people are going to get the benefits of it. They're going to reap the rewards from that transaction because it's going into the flex. So you're going to make those daily accumulations of money for you. So let them dump and sell because you're always going to get that 1% every day. So, if Chris, do you want to add something to that? But I feel like you're still going to be good. Mm-hmm. If they buy and sell, you're going to get that 1% because they got to pay that.
If the price drops below $9, if the price drops at all, I'll be doubling my bag and my percentage will be higher and my flex will be so much more. And I will be like, thank you, Mr. Pump and Dump. Yeah, exactly. You got to love it. So I hope that answers people's question that were worried about that. Yeah. You guys want to stick around for the rundown or are you good to go? You guys got to go or you got to stick around? Because I'm going to bang out the rundown right now.
I'm good.
Run it.
Everybody, you know what the time it is. Boom! It's time for that freaking rundown. Everybody loves the rundown. Leon, MellaFella Crypto, Chris Cruz was here. Just Talkin was here. MellaFella Crypto was here. The Greek DeFi Guru was here. Biz Entertainment putting everybody's links down there, including MellaFella Crypto and Just Talkin, who have their own channels here on YouTube. And maybe one of these days, Chris Cruz will have a YouTube channel talking about Bitcoin and all the success that he's had with that. It's a popular subject. You gotta love it. There goes Arstayano, who was here. Arstayano was here, everybody. Jason Hayes was here. Old Heads was here. Jason Mercer was here. Compliment RM was here. By the way, we watched this video. Everybody check out Compliment RM's video about the vesting. It's absolutely spectacular and very well done. Dino Rex Gaming was here. Jason Mercer. Daryl Everett, 12 Wise 34 was here. Wise Choice Money was here. Relaxation Channel was here. Slumdog Millionaire was here. There goes Slumdog Millionaire again. Clive Williams was here, everybody. This is the perfect time for you to go ahead and put your name at the bottom so that I don't forget you, right? Just Talking during the rundown. You don't want that to happen. Nobody wants to be left out during the rundown. There goes Poetry the Poet. Poetry the Poet. How about that? New commenter, everybody. Poetry the Poet. Texas FPF was here. Kelly Productions was here. Dado ILIC was here, everybody. Hendrik Rivera was here. Oh, Billy was here. Saeed Alamari was here, everybody. You got to love it. Pietro Savastano was here. Hendrik Rivera was here. Haroon Rashid was here, everybody. Boom! Local Luke was here. Tina Polter was here. Haroon Rashid was here. Noah was here. Noah with a lot of it was MellaFella Crypto. He's right here on screen with me. There goes HN who was here. I'm gonna start moving up towards the top. Make sure you put your name at the bottom so that I don't forget you during the rundown. Daryl Everett, Just Talking. Adam 2010 was here. Boom! GMX Crypto was here. Community TV was here with the super chat. Thank you so much for that. A few of them actually. Noah with the super chat, appreciate it. Adam again. Kelly Productions was here, everybody. Boom! There goes Legendary Bastard who was here. I like seeing Legendary Bastard. That's always good to see him in my chat. He's not here all the time because of the timing, but I'm going all the way to the top now. Sky High was here. Trev was here. Jason was here. Vortiz was here. Compton 310 was here. Jeff Moles Online TV. Sorry Chad was here. Teddy One was here. King Kaching was here. Boom! Faithful Warrior was here, everybody. Let's go all the way to the top, see if I can get some more people here. Kryptonian was here. Tartan Madman was here. Chad was here. OBZ was here. Cody J was here. Florida's Finest. Reddy Hacks was here. These are all huge holders, by the way. Reddy Hacks, you gotta love it. Total Yoda was here. There you go. I keep on calling Brooklyn Total Vulcan Total Yoda. That's crazy. Finally, I get to see you because I didn't know you were there. There goes Kurthies, who was here, everybody. Good stuff. And who led us off to begin the program? Let's see the top 5, if they're still there. Hopefully they still are. Going all the way to the top. Yes, Wealthy King led us off. King Kaching was second. Safer Warrior was third. Brooklyn Hodel Vulcan was the show. And John Cano rounds out the top 5. Richard Hudman was here. Inspire Life Goals. Andrew Chapman was here. Gil Barrow was here. Lady Bex was here. Stan Williams was here. DR was here. Tina Poltea. Melanin Delight. Gigi DePaul. Jamie R. The Vulcan Prophet. Jason again. RLK 100. I'm going all the way to the bottom now to see who I missed. Make sure that you put it in there. There goes Tony F, who was here. G was here. Miriam Ba was here. Always gets in at the very last second, that Miriam Ba. I love it. There goes Tony S again. Shadow X was here. Fourth Jenna Jerome was here. Uwan Say was here. Local Luke was here. Jason Mercer was here. The Greek DeFi Guru was here. Slumdog Millionaire was here. Jason was here. That guy in San Francisco was here. Boom! You gotta love it. Everyone making sure that they are heard. There goes R. Stellano, who was here. Tony S. Nobody else. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna make sure. I'm about to wrap it up, everybody. Nobody wants to do the last second one. Looks like that's it, guys. Everybody, thanks for joining us. And thanks for everybody in the comment section. Thank you, Chris Cruz. Thank you, Just Talking and MellaFella Crypto. Love you guys. That's it for this one. We'll see you next time.